Ooga booga. Well, hello everyone. Congratulations, Random. You are indeed first.
This is the Tren. On board is Kim Jong-un, the ruler of North Korea. He almost never leaves his country. But when he does, he travels on rail, in the so-called moving fortress. Right now, he just left Pyongyang. His destination is the Vostochny Kosmodrome in Russia to meet Vladimir Putin. The journey will take him around 2 days and well over 1,000 kilometers through foreign land. Kim has many enemies. How does the Tren keep him safe? Only a few North Koreans have access to the regular internet. If you're able to watch this video, you're probably living in a country that allows you to access all the websites and platforms the world has to offer. Well, most of them. NordVPN can help you bypass geo-blockings, streaming sites. The Tren is escorted by 2 additional trains.
Yeah, I'd say, at least for me, the belt squat's worth it. I really like that machine. You can use it for a lot of different exercises. They do have a low row attachment for it, so I've been using it not only for belt squats, but what is it, lunges, or I guess technically Bulgarian split squats. I've seen people use it for stiff leg deadlifts. I've also used it for cable bicep curls, bent over laterals. You can use it for cable row variations. I've also used it for forearm training, calf raises, so you can do a fair bit with it.
One drives ahead to check for dangers, like planted explosives on the tracks or ambushes on the sides. The other one secures the back. It is filled with heavily armed security, ready to rush to the Supreme Leader's rescue, if need be.
My rib's a little sore. It definitely feels like I dislocated it, but I think it immediately popped back into place because I'm not feeling any pressure. It's just when I do certain things, it just feels sore. So I don't think it's just going to randomly pop back into place and then hurt again. How am I feeling? I'm feeling fine. Fine like wine.
A helicopter scouts the area ahead. He accompanies the convoy the entire time Kim is traveling through North Korean territory. Cargo planes station additional personnel at the closest airports along the route. The Tren has reinforced bulletproof windows. Its walls and bottom are hardened to withstand explosions. Multiple compartments are carrying heavy weaponry. The train is equipped to fight back against...
Yeah, I saw the clearance video. It was funny. There's a lot of dumbasses in the comments. How'd that happen? I was doing bent or pendulum rows, and I think the weight belt that I have is too large. I have a 13 mil strength shot belt. I'm gonna order a 10 mil belt because that's the second time that's happened. I've dislocated a rib using that belt before. Skirt donate $2. Thoughts on the recent design catalog the Carney government released? Do you think these prefab homes will make it easier for young people to enter the housing market? The accessory dwelling unit 1 seems promising. They're completely and utterly bullshitting. They're not going to be building any single-family homes. They're only interested in creating new rental units. The Carney's new housing minister literally fucking said that. So This whole home building project, it's just a load of horse shit. If I had to guess, they may be like building some new houses in shithole middle of nowheres where nobody cares. Or they're just strategically building like a few fucking houses here and there where they know it's not going to reduce housing costs. But the Carney's new fucking housing minister literally said they're not going to do anything to reduce housing prices, so that means they're not building any new homes. All they're going to do is just build more rental units so that cost of rent can at least be controlled so that they can bring in more immigrants to take away everybody's jobs. Like, those houses look kind of nice, but yeah, they're not going to build any of them. Thanks for the donation, though, Scare. Thanks for the membership, Chris. Appreciate that.
Remember that woman who made that men are creepy video, Will?
As many of you guys know, a few days ago I posted a video called You Are Not Ugly, You Are Dangerous. And a lot of you have taken that personally, and a lot of you have even made response videos about that. A video.
She seems like she's on something. She doesn't seem normal.
Fine. I'm not here to pander to anyone that believes that I should have to curate my views to dangerous people that are not here anymore. Disagree.
Okay, well, she's kind of boring and ugly. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
What is a pendule row?
Pendule row is just a bent over row. The only difference is you rest the bar down in between each rep on the floor. Thanks for the donation, though, James.
Against attacks from above with anti-aircraft missiles. It also carries anti-tank missiles and 2 machine guns to aggressively fend off attacks from either side of the tracks. If all defenses fail, the train carries a helicopter so Kim can flee from the scene. All this makes Kim's train extremely safe, but also extremely heavy. The Tren travels at only 60 kilometers per hour, sometimes even slower, due to the poor condition of railways in North Korea. When the train passes by a station, the power is cut off on all other tracks.
And she's learned nothing.
Yeah, because she's dumb and crazy. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. I use my my nylon belt for certain things, so like bench, I use the nylon belt. But I've been using the lever belt for most lifts.
There are 20 railway stations in the country that were built solely for this one train. Because of the slow speeds, Kim might be on the road for several days on end, just like during this particular trip to meet Putin. On board, he has everything he needs to govern his country day and night. An office with a desk, laptop, television, fax machine, satellite phone, and a map of China and the Korean peninsula on the wall. A reception room. A meeting room with a table.
How soon before we watch Fran?
Just a few minutes. We're just going to finish this video first. Thanks for the donation, James.
I miss the days where this guy openly embraced his sexuality. Now he is just an angry 40-year-old who rages at video games.
I'ma go over that nigga's house late at night. I'ma have that nigga so horny I'ma leave his fucking place, he might leave on a night light. Blue balls when I go over there and spit it. I might lift up his balls, jack his dick off, but don't let him hit it. I'ma bend over in front of him, spread cheeks, let him take a sniff. I might even let him rub the dickhead all over the clit. You try to slide in, I pull out, I bust clips. Bitch ass nigga, you don't make enough money to hit this. I'm about a bag, a check, $1. I come through, catch you fucking a scallywag bitch. I'ma bust caps and make the bitch holler. Ooh la la, when he see me, I got him sucking on a pacifier. The same shit we used to call when I was a kid, call a baba. Got him on his knees like a dog when I walk him. A nigga look too long at my ass, I'ma turn around, pull out the Glock and chalk him.
I have no idea what the fucking context for that could possibly be. Thanks for the donation though, Anonymous.
In other news,
it turns out that Israel is basically looking to suck on the teat of the American taxpayers in a new 20-year military deal, 20-year military deal that attempts to essentially appeal to individuals who have a very superficial, surface level understanding of what America first means. So, in other words, this proposal by the Israelis to the US government uses lingo and rhetoric that's meant to kind of entice our government into agreeing and going along with this deal. So let's get to the details. Now, Axios' Barak Ravid, who always gets the scoop due to his close ties and connection to the Israeli government, reported that the proposal doubles the usual decade or 10-year long deals that the United States has previously signed with Israel. Now, understand when I say deal, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the United States government taking out debt and then providing resources to Israel to buy American-made weapons to commit the atrocities they commit. It's that simple, right?
I'm going to guess her reporting on this is horrifically inaccurate. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo.
Are you pumped for Black Ops 7 release tonight? It's that time of year again, my black roided up faggot. Are you going to play the Black Ops? I will shit on you in multiplayer, I am good. You can't hang. Do you squad up with the boys? I do. We all fuck.
Yeah, I'm planning on playing it tonight. I'm not going to stream it tonight because I'm planning on playing it with a friend of mine. The only thing I'm really excited for is apparently at first they're not going to implement skill-based matchmaking, so that's one thing to look forward to, but otherwise, yeah, I'm not particularly excited for it. Thanks for the donation, Call of Duty faggot. Goat Ninny Tillers, why did you stop making the breakfast scoop and that big pot of lentil meal you used to make back in the day? Because I don't want to eat it anymore. Thanks for the donation, Goat.
The interior style is quite eclectic. Most rooms are entirely white, with shiny wooden floors. There are green and hot pink sofas, ivory and turquoise curtains, flower-shaped lamps, and zebra-patterned fabric seats. But the highlight of the train is the restaurant. On board, you can find all sorts of delicacies from Korean, Russian, Chinese, Japanese, and French cuisine. Kim Jong-un won't get bored during the journey either.
Kid Boo Ninny Tillers, one of the few rational black women.
And communism are the main reasons behind Christian persecution around the world. And I'm going to show you the reports and where you can access them for yourself, because it's time
Yeah, sure, I'll do that later. Thanks for
to stop being silent about this and start to speak out. When we talk about Christian persecution, we often don't talk about exactly where that persecution is coming from. And according to reports, it is mainly coming from communism and Islam. Now, this is an NGO called Open Doors. And as you can see, they're a very reputable NGO.
Well, no shit, obviously. Thanks, Kid Boo.
Find raw milk in your area, what's the next best thing that you should be looking for? And the next best thing is low temp pasteurized A2 grass-fed milk. You can find these at your local Sprouts, sometimes at Whole Foods. You want to be sure to be finding this. It's basically just a less processed version and the closest you can possibly get to raw milk. So it's going to be preserving a lot of those nutrients, not as much nutrients as just completely raw milk, but a lot more than your
People are fucking retarded, gay retards.
Biblical. I'm sorry if you're watching this video and you're vegan. The Lord help you. Thank God for meat. So what meat should we eat? The clean meats that God mentions are ruminant animals. So things such as
Whatever.
take care of his health, and here are a few reasons why I no longer go to the gym.
How old is this guy? "21." I was having a hard time telling if this guy's like 20 or 35. His skin looks kind of fucked up and like aged. I think it's probably because of his shitty diet and he spends way too much time in the sun.
These are just personal things.
Yeah, 21. I did not have that many wrinkles when I was 21.
This isn't me telling you not to go to the gym or that the gym isn't healthy, but these are just some takeaways that I've had and reasons.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't go to the gym and I just drink milk.
Why I stopped going. First thing that really
Like, these dudes are so gay.
always bothered me about the gym is that there were always so many screens, so many TVs everywhere that would just distract you and also be playing some shows or movies or whatever else it was that weren't always the most appropriate. And I don't know, I just found it really distracting. And I do social media, so I'm always on my phone. So when I'm in the gym or when I'm working out, I don't want to have to see screens anywhere. Number two is working outside is
I don't fucking care. Why are you sending me this fucking boring garbage?
Jesus Christ!
Great. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Why do all these SJWs think Muslims are their friends, VG?
Well, probably because they live in white neighborhoods, in gated communities, and they never actually met any Muslims. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
The train has singers on board who serenade the Supreme Leader personally. When stepping off the train, 2 onboard armored Mercedes limousines are unloaded for the last mile. Train travel has a long tradition in the Kim family. This is the Kumujin Palace, where the remains of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il are laid to rest. Right next to their remains, you'll find life-size models of their personal train carriages. There's even said to be a painting of Kim Jong-il proudly standing next to his train. A map with small lights shows the many journeys they took. Taking the train started as a safety precaution. Kim Jong-il was reportedly also just a bit afraid of flying. In 2001, he took a train journey lasting almost a month, all the way to Moscow, covering a total of 20,000 kilometers.
Holy shit.
A Russian official named Konstantin Pulikovsky accompanied him. After the journey, he published a book about his experiences, much to the irritation of both the Russian and North Korean governments. That's because for a long time, the Korean leaders' trains were shrouded in utter mystery. It was never announced when they would move and where. Also, the interior was largely kept secret. In 2004, Kim Jong-il's train passed the Yeongcheong station.
What are your thoughts on the 2 comments below this Reddit post?
Frank claims he broke due to Saladino lawsuit. Where is he getting money for surgery? Sugar daddy funding him. Think he's still doing sex work. Well, that's definitely plausible. He's admitted to this. He literally worked as a prostitute. Like a gay prostitute. So it's certainly plausible. I don't know how likely it is. Like, he moved to Pennsylvania. So I don't know, but it's plausible. Like, we do know that he's making a huge amount of gross income from his meat business. Like, he's clearly bullshitting when it comes to his gross income. Like, Paul Saladino's lawyers found his tax documents. He had $5 million in gross income last year. I don't know what his overhead costs are and what his actual net income is, but if you have 5 million in gross income, like it's pretty reasonable to suspect the guy might have some actual money and can travel and get plastic surgery. Thanks for the donation, though, Blackberry.
Near the border with China. Just hours later, a massive explosion killed about 160 people and injured 1,300 more. Supposedly, a train parked at the station laden with oils and chemicals was hitting power lines. There were speculations that this might have been an assassination attempt. That's not entirely unlikely. There have been many reports of internal power struggles in North Korea over the decades. The security of the train was reportedly boosted after the incident. In 2009, Russian photographers were banned from taking pictures of the train while it was en route to the then president Dmitry Medvedev. Entire villages in Siberia were instructed to stay indoors until the train had passed. In the era of smartphones, this is no longer possible and, in some cases, not really desired, because the train also serves propaganda purposes. The Taeyang-go fittingly means sun.
I really wish I had my own train. That'd be so cool. Just take train trips.
It has become a powerful symbol for North Korea. Kim Jong-un is said to use it to appear down to earth and close to the people, in stark contrast to the lofty image of the US president in his giant jumbo jet. And political leaders traveling by train is one way or another a symbol. After the invasion of Ukraine, the airspace above the country became unsafe. Many Western leaders started to visit Kiev by train through Poland. This has been coined as iron diplomacy. In the case of North Korea, the Taeyang-go in some ways accentuates just how uniquely isolated the country is. The supreme leaders rarely, or perhaps never, visit most parts of the world. There is also a certain irony in the train supposedly symbolizing the modesty of the Kim family. Journeys always have a destination. Kim's train finally arrives at Vostochny Kosmodrome. He is greeted with one of the longest and perhaps most uncomfortable handshakes in history.
Weird.
Then Putin gives him the full tour: a spaceport, an aircraft factory, and the Pacific Fleet.
How do you stay so happy and at peace within your life when basically everyone on Earth is a retard?
I just avoid the retards. It's that simple. Thanks for the donation, though, Blackberry.
Oh really, what would you do if you owned a train, VG?
I'd go on the train, and then I'd have the train go on the tracks, and then I'd look out the window when the train's going around. And I'd probably bring my rollerblades with me. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
Later, there's vodka, a ballet performance, and a walrus show. The reason the two men meet is quite serious, however. Russia is running low on ammunition and allies in its war against Ukraine. North Korea has enormous stocks of ammo and is not afraid to supply it. In return, the country could receive technical support from Russia for building new satellites and missiles for its nuclear weapons program. No official outcome has been announced, but Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov recently visited Pyongyang shortly after the meeting. He thanked North Korea for its support in the Ukraine conflict and reaffirmed the partnership between both countries. North Korea, in turn, officially recognized the territories captured by Russia as Russian sovereign territory. Lavrov didn't commit on weapons deliveries, but according to the US government, North Korea has already delivered over 1,000 containers of ammunition and military equipment to Russia.
Also, just to answer your question, Blackberry, the answer is simple: because nothing matters.
Yeah, who cares? Just like jerk off and stuff. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. Alright, let's watch some Frank nonsense. Oh my god, he's given us a gold mine. Over 2 hours.
Bueno, out just to get out of the hotel. I was gonna go to a natural food store, but like when they say like natural or like high quality or like specialty here in Japan, it generally means like imported stuff, which is usually lower quality than Japanese stuff. So nothing really interesting at the natural food store, but I decided to
Fuck. Oh, god damn it. The hell?
went out just to get out of the hotel. I imported stuff, which is usually lower quality than Japanese stuff. So nothing really interesting at the natural food store, but I decided to get Wagyu for lunch, because like what else are you going to do in Japan if you want to meat business besides eat Wagyu? So I'm at this like barbecue style place that was just close to the natural food store. But dude, there's so many Wagyu places here, like just on Google Maps there were like 6 or 7 of them within like a 2-minute walking distance, but this was the only one that was open for lunch. I was actually going to go to an udon place. I might still go there after. I just wanted to have some Wagyu. We'll try some Wagyu and then we'll I don't like how my eyes are looking. So this is what they came with. We got like a piece of Wagyu fat, some Perrier. Alright, thank you. All these different cuts of Wagyu. Came out pretty quick. A lot of salt and pepper on there. I don't really feel like cooking, but I guess that's what we're doing. I just wanted to eat something quick. I probably ordered way too much meat. I should have ordered a smaller portion. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's already off to a just terrible start. Can you explain why Frank Tufano is a lolcow? I mean, isn't it kind of self-evident? He's like a fucking retard. He's a homophobe, but he's gay. Just generally, like, he's actually retarded. Like, if you were to measure his IQ, he'd be borderline.
Wagyu too. I'll probably only be able to eat like half of this. It's so fatty. Why do you... Bro, honestly, I don't even know why you would put fat on this, because the meat is so fatty itself. I think these are mostly offcuts. I can tell one is flat iron. I can't really tell what... One of these might be chalk, one might be flat iron.
Looking back at the Penguins' zero controversy, you were definitely right about everything. The only thing I find silly on your part is challenging the guide to MMA match 6 months after both of your last response videos. But you were definitely right though.
I can't remember doing that. I literally don't recall challenging him to an MMA fight. Thanks for the donation though, dipshit.
Plus Blackberry, who cares if our worthless species whips itself of the map anyway, especially when it sucks.
Yeah, true. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Most of them are cut pretty thin.
First bite of Japanese Wagyu in my life. I think it's flat iron. Not what I expected. It's like plain grain-fed meat. I'll reiterate that. This meat is very plain. Because it's a very high grain-fed cattle. Not a lot of flavor on the meat. Well, it was a little expensive. It wasn't too crazy. It's not like you're spending $200-300 here. It's so much here. I don't know. The Wagyu, we were doing all contract curing meat. It was from a Japanese farmer that kept some of his cows on pasture, so.
Right, so after hyping up Wagyu as being so amazing, he's literally saying it tastes like shit. And then, oh, but the Wagyu I'm gonna sell, it's better. Okay.
You would assume the meat would have a little more flavor. Like, the meat's mostly fat, you know? That's the flat iron. I'm not sure what this is. There's a lot of marble. This is probably the most marbled piece. Probably the most marbled piece. And this one that we're going to try now, that one is probably the least marbled piece. So we'll try the least marbled. that was a lot better than the other pieces that are just too fatty. Because, you know, how are you gonna, when you eat pure fat, like you can't take it there. You know, I bet you this would be a lot more enjoyable with some rice and soy sauce. That's my bet.
You are talented at playing the piano.
Well, I
No.
guess it kind of doesn't, because we want to work against hatred,
No.
right? That's the goal.
No,
But I
no,
think part
no,
of working
no,
against
no.
hatred
You're
is
mixing up what I
recognizing-
said. No, you're mixing up
Okay.
what I said. It's entirely possible for somebody to harm a group while trying to help them. There could be some conservatives who think homosexuality. Okay, I guess I'm out of here. Fuck you. Okay, eat shit.
I think briefly crashed.
I didn't notice anything. Oh well. Thanks for the donation, James. Yeah. Thanks for the donation, Killing Titan.
Rice with the meat, into the soy sauce. Well, that I like. Rice, meat, soy sauce. Really need soy sauce. Really good. You know, it gives the wagyu the depth of flavor that it's lacking. And you can cook it however long you want. Like if you want it just really rare. You want it fully cooked, whatever you like. I do find it weird how they give you a cube of fat though, like as if you need a cube of fat to cook wagyu with. Like that makes you don't want to drink any alcohol or anything, especially recover from the surgery.
Oh, you know the Android? The Android phone, I can actually flip the camera while I'm recording. I can't do that on my iPhone. So, like these thicker pieces, you know, I probably just want to keep them on the heat because of how long they're going to take to cook. But these thinner pieces, like this one, I've just been kind of eating as soon as I put it on. That one's slightly thicker, so it doesn't take, just takes a little longer. And those two are somewhere in between, so they gave you kind of like 4 different cuts, each with different thickness, so like some of them you got to kind of, like this you almost have to take off immediately because it's already kind of cooked through. This one might take like a few seconds longer. While these bigger cubes, you know, you got to leave on for probably like 5 minutes. And honestly, it's not that easy to like do this while you're enjoying your meal, you know, so probably just want to like keep most of the meat off to the side and just focus on cooking one piece at a time while eating one piece at a time. So like we'll have that piece next, or these 2 pieces next. So I already have one on my plate. There's like a pair of scissors on the table there too. I guess if you want to cut the pieces smaller. I don't know what these are. Not really sure how to use those. The cobbler. Alright, so we got rice, wagyu, soy sauce. I can get used to living here, not gonna lie. Mostly fat. Have a lot more.
Dude, the audio is just fucking horrendous.
The full Japanese experience, right? You're not getting what you pay for. It's like pork rice. Oh. So that's it. Really like to try all these different like Japanese alcohols.
Oh, there we go.
On sweet potatoes.
There we go. He's an alcoholic. Yeah, we all know he's an alcoholic.
Shochu, barley shochu, lemon sour. Still a lot of people on TikTok like having lemon sours and stuff. You know, all the Japanese draft beers. Where's the dessert? There's not really much. There's no dessert. I can't. Should have got a soda like a ginger ale or something. I probably wouldn't be complaining about having dessert like a 4-year-old. Yeah, there was a few other cuts of meat I really wanted to try. I wanted to try the filet mignon really bad, and I kind of wanted to try the beef tongue, but this probably have ice cream and just regular dessert, like dairy ice cream, orange sherbet. No, I should have done the prefix course. You get salad. Oh, I should have really got that. You get salad, steak tartare.
Yep, Frank got another surgery in Japan. He ended up finding a Japanese plastic surgeon who was willing to do some kind of revision surgery on him.
A few pieces of meat, some noodles, and ice cream. That's what you should do, dude. Really good. This prefix course, that's way better than what I got. It's a little less meat, but you get a lot of other stuff. Wagyu tendon curry, that sounds good. Spicy tripe. Yeah, it'd be cool to maybe come by here a few more times before we leave.
I think that's mostly sirloin. Yeah, it looks like all sirloin to me. Alright, thank you. Arigato. Yeah, it'd be cool to try the other stuff they have, like curry, cheek meat, tongue. I don't know what hormone is. Scrambled egg and mince, I bet that's delicious. That looks really good. Yeah, these sliding doors, it's not like America where like the doors slide open automatically. Yeah, thank you. I'm so out of it. Dude, I'm just like, everyone here is like acts polite like how you're supposed to, and sometimes in New York restaurants, like people will, you know, the hostess might be busy, they might not say goodbye, they don't pay attention, but here, no, they're like.
Why is the audio on his camera so fucking horrendous? Weird. Yeah, I don't know why his audio is just so ungodly terrible.
Really on top of it. So this place is Koko Numaru Ginza. So I'm staying in the Ginza area of Tokyo because that's where my eye surgeon was, which is more like an upscale. It's like a yeah, I guess it is more expensive office type area.
What the fuck is that noise?
It always amazes me, like since like Japanese people don't seem to rip each other off. I'm just like looking at these HVAC units and how old they are and how they're all still working. Might have to get some Japanese HVAC workers to come over and work in my warehouse for a few weeks. I haven't used one of these yet. I think that's tea.
What is that fucking weird
That's
noise?
just water. The water I've been drinking. That's probably, I'm guessing that's like lemon flavored sparkling water. Not that unhealthy. B and vitamin C drinks. This is more of a mineral thing. There's no way I'm too stupid to figure out a Japanese vending machine. I'm gonna go grab, I'm gonna try the udon place over here. Because I saved some room for, so I didn't want to eat that much wagyu. I need some starch or something, dude. I need some bread or something. There's actually there's this like French brasserie right here that I saw. And I checked the reviews online, which weren't too good, but.
Why is it that you somehow have the best audio on YouTube, VG?
Maybe I'm just not retarded and I get good microphones or something. I don't know. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo.
I don't know, like, it seems like I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna use my better judgment and not go to a French restaurant full of Japanese people in Japan. Like, I feel like you should save that for France or something, you know? My guess is the Japanese people are just, you know, bored of Japanese stuff. This is another non-Japanese restaurant. I don't even know what this is. Café La Bohème.
Oh boy. Well, that was my rib just popped from coughing. That was a very, very unsettling feeling. I'm hoping that's the last time that happens. And it just popped into place on its own. Oh, that does not feel good.
Honestly, it seems like Mediterranean style restaurant. Mediterranean style mixed with American. I don't know, it seems like mixed with French. Seems kind of weird. Anchovy French fries, merguez lamb sausage, cheese omelet with truffle, margarita pizza. Yeah, I don't know, it seems like they're mixing French, Italian, and I don't know. Bass cheesecake, tiramisu. Oh, that apple pie looks good. I'm sure it's not good though. I don't know, actually. I haven't had anything that bad here yet in Japan that's tasted bad. I just don't really trust. I mean, the food quality in general is high, so like even whatever this restaurant's getting, I'm sure it's going to be okay. I don't know. I feel like it's more of like a touristy thing. Yeah, it's feeling okay until like these places are heated. Like the subway's heated. This whole like mall complex is heated. I'm wearing so many layers. I'm getting hot. Adam, best burger in Ginza on TripAdvisor. We're not doing burgers again. Maybe tomorrow. Quarter-pound beef burger. Yeah. My body temperature will be like 107 if I do that after having all that Wagyu beef. Which probably why I'm hot too. It's all the fat. But we're at Suru Tantan to hopefully get some weed in my stomach, and I'll be able to take a nap when I get back to the. Yeah, a lot of these places are high tech now. They got. You have bottled water.
John Hopkins donated $2. Let me see.
Prior to the wake of the civil rights movement of the 1960s, no citizen was safeguarded against the overtly racist practices oh so prevalent in the American workplace.
Start cleaning, fool, you moron! You know how hard I worked in my lifetime? You gotta start in the ground and work your way up to the top. Watch yourself!
I don't want to watch this. Thanks for the donation, dude. Jeffrey Epstein, I met some very bad people, none as bad as Trump, not one decent cell in his body. So yes, dangerous. Huh. That's coming from a guy who raped children. Like, that is fucking bizarre. Russia's first humanoid robot. Seems like a retarded robot. Not doing too great.
You feel me? I'ma fuck you up! Bitch! What is you talking about? Don't sit there and do none of that shit! I'ma violate your shit! What is you talking about? Don't push me! Don't push me! Don't say fucking shit! You're so lucky, bro!
The moment you as a soldier start losing a battle, instead of in the West where you can retreat, you can surrender, and it's not dishonorable because you're going to live to fight another day. In Japan, you're a failure. And therefore, if you come home back as a failed soldier, you bring dishonor to yourself, your family, your locality, anyone you are associated with. In the West, it's all about liberties and my rights. In the East, it's about obligations to other people. So that's why it is so difficult.
Yeah, I've seen that clip before.
من غزة أهلا وسهلا أهلا وسهلا
Yeah. What the fuck? How about leave them in Gaza? Jesus Christ, man. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Dodo donated $2 onion. Trump's White House renovations by the numbers. 500 million funding from wealthy donors who expect nothing in return.
Rich and poor, whatever nation, it is the single thing that humans want. Nobody wants to die right now.
What have you done to change those brutal conditions in society? You're a person who has literally hundreds of millions of dollars, and you spend $2 million every year trying to look younger. And honestly, you look your age.
My first claim, ending death, should be humanity's #1 objective. My next claim is that
These kids seem like retarded fuckwits. Like, I love how there's this dumb bitch who's like talking about world hunger, but she's like fucking fat as shit. And then she probably has like, you want to bet she doesn't even do anything? Like, I don't know, just some social media influencer, some random bitch who just contributes nothing to the causes that she claims to matter, the most.
objective. My next claim is that we may be the first generation who won't die. My next claim is that no one should ever eat fast food. My next claim is sleep should be everyone's #1 life priority. Hi, my name is Brian Johnson. I've spent millions of dollars.
Well,
Jeffrey and Jessica are not disciplined. Jeffrey can't resist edging his little peepee, and Jessica just can't resist Chad. Because of their lack of discipline, they live terrible lives. They are miserable, fat, and ugly. Just look at them. Disgusting. Adonis and Anastasia are disciplined. They live...
yeah, I get it. He's literally making the exact same video over and over and over again. It's really weird. It's like, it feels like the guy's hurting for cash or something. Why would he make videos like this? Like, they're literally the exact same thing, day in, day out. I don't know why he's pushing out that sort of content. If he's making decent money doing other shit. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo. Kid Beard donate $2. You agree with this bitch?
Musk is a real life, like Pixar character level supervillain billionaire. What he has done with USAID alone should be enough for this man to be the most ostracized and disgraced person on the entire planet. Okay, this was the world's largest humanitarian aid agency. USAID saved millions of lives around the world. The most vulnerable people, food, medicine, disaster relief, reducing global child mortality rates, like so much. And it literally was less than 1 penny for every tax dollar. Like, it was one of the cheapest federal expenses that we had. And it was critical to, again, saving and helping the most vulnerable people in the world. He left hundreds of millions of dollars worth of food that was already there, ready and marked for aid, to just sit there.
Great. Boring.
No, you can't live forever by adding bonus years with good health.
That's nice. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
I wasn't even recording. So we got hot water, which you definitely don't want. It's a regular water. Meat and vegetable sukiyaki udon. That's probably what we want. Large sweet fried tofu. Oh god. We'll definitely be sick if we eat that. So we'll get this. Actually, do I want to try thin noodles? Because normally they are too thick. But that means it's easier to eat. Maybe they'll give me forks though. Alright, let's not risk any. No risks. Yeah, I mean we just ate, so we definitely don't want 2 servings. Alright. Please select 1 to 99 items.
Oh boy, I'm gonna need a lot of nicotine for tonight. I'm gonna go grab my nicotine. Yeah, I'm gonna need some fucking help for this one. I'll be right back. All right. Is nicotine vegan? Where the fuck do you think nicotine comes from, dumb motherfucker? You think you milk it out of a cow, stupid? Oh my god. I don't know why, but it annoys the fucking shit out of me when somebody, like, asks if something, like, that's obviously vegan, or there's no intuitive reason to think it's not. Are you sure that's vegan? Are steroids vegan? I'm a dumb motherfucker who doesn't even know what steroids are or how they're made, but I'm pretty sure they're not vegan. So yeah.
Regardless of what Billion Mandy says.
Yeah, all right. The Underworld proudly presents you with the Silver Anniversary Plan, granting you bonus years for good health habits. Again. We wish you many years of happy blah blah blah. Come on, Mandy.
Well, that was super uninteresting.
Oh, sweet Matilda! Run, 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 run to your mama's bony ribcage, Reaper, cause you lose again.
Yeah.
This cartoon sucks. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Interesting how Frank has enough money for getting even more surgeries, eating out every day, eating Wagyu beef, on an expensive vacation. Where is he getting the money to do all of this? Maybe from you promoting him?
No. Thanks for the donation, 21st. Do you take nicotine to suppress appetite? Nope. I initially started taking nicotine, for the antidepressant effect. But what I really noticed from nicotine is that it increases my attention span massively. So I think there's a good chance I have ADD or something. I still want to get a diagnosis for it. But yeah, it just massively improves my attention span so that I can, like, not get bored and stay focused on things. Oh, jeez. Shit. Oh, that's bad.
Hopefully Frank goes and takes a nice walk in a forest in Japan.
You mean a suicide forest and finds a rope hanging from a tree? I can only hope. Thanks for the donation, cockeyed
How
Frank.
can you hate Billion Mandy? It's a great show, way better than that best of shit of a cartoon Steven Universe.
Well, that cartoon also sucks. Steven Universe and Billy and Mandy suck. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
2 questions. Where is Frank? How many animals died for that meal?
As far as we know...
Beef on entrail.
I think he's still in Japan. And, I guess at least one. Thanks for the donation, James.
What's Isaac doing right now? Probably talking to people on Discord. Did he get a job yet? Does he do anything besides bitch at you?
He's, like, coding, I think. Thanks for the donation, 21st. Been feeling kind of down lately. Any advice for getting my confidence back? Take steroids.
Oh, no. Alright, so do we want no toppings or do we want beef entrails? I don't know what that is. We're not doing that. I kind of like the leeks. So we got premium apple juice without ice, which probably just means juice carton apple juice put in a glass. But we'll see. Ready to send.
I'm super into feet. Girls' feet. Didn't realize I was until I got to suck and massage on some. Wow. What about you? I bet you're not into it. You can't eat the booty and not suck the toes.
Yeah, I don't find feet sexy. I don't get it. Like, their feet. So, yeah, I like butts, but not a big foot person. Thanks for the donation, retard. Just random vids donate $2.
7
77
77
777
777
7777
7777
77777
77777
77777
77777
77777
7,777,777
7777
77,777,777
7億7777万7777
777,777,777
77億7777万7777
7,777,777,777
777億7777万7777
77,777,777,777
7777億7777万7777
777,777,777,777
7
7
7
Okay, that's great. Well, his tune changed.
Go to your inauguration. What are your thoughts?
I think that other elected officials are free to travel or right to foreign leaders. My focus is on the work of New York City.
Yahoo to go to your inauguration.
Wow, isn't that funny? Oh, I'm gonna arrest Netanyahu. Oh, once he gets elected. Oh, yeah, whatever. Okay. Why do people still like this guy? Like, he's just a fucking liar. Hey, this was your idea, lol.
Palestine! Free, free 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 Palestine!
Yeah, I had that idea. Thanks for the donation. Just random vids.
I have an idea for a new Twilight Zone episode. Frank is in Japan and orders Wagyu. Feeling inspired, he asks the manager what shipping provider they use. The manager gives Frank a big smile exclaiming, "Always forwarding, the best Wagyu shipping company."
Yeah, that'd be funny. Thanks for the donation, Blackberry.
And the order.
Did someone say 777 Novemdecillion 777 Octodecillion 777 Septendecillion 777 Sexdecillion 777 Quindecillion 777 Quatuordecillion 777 Redecillion 777 Duodecillion 777 Undecillion 777 Decillion 777 nonillion 777 octillion 777 septillion 777 sextillion 777 quintillion 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 777 million 777,777. I thought I heard someone say 777 novemdecillion 777 octodecillion 777 septendecillion 777 sexdecillion 777 quindecillion 777 quatuordecillion 777 tridecillion 777 duodecillion 777 undecillion 777 decillion 777 nonillion 777 octillion 777 septillion 777 sextillion 777 quintillion 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 777 million 777,777.
Yeah, I think somebody said that. Thanks for the donation, Sneed.
Really, I thought you've never seen Steven Universe. Have you finally gotten around to seeing it recently? If so, tell me, why do so many people consider it a masterpiece and one of the most progressive cartoons in recent years?
I've never actually watched it, but I've seen clips, and I can just tell it's fucking terrible. So yeah, I wouldn't watch it because it's just trash. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. Ben Boyd on each others. Can't believe people this dumb actually exist. Warning video may cause you to lose brain cells. Watch at your own discretion.
Live on a floating rock. A fucking floating rock. One that is hurling around space, spinning across a dying star, and somehow, some way, humans decided to make paper and numbers the meaning of everything. Money, debt.
Yeah, I can't be fucked. Thanks for the donation, Ben Boy.
Alright then. Yeah, I know, I still look like I got beat up. I'm not liking how my eyes are looking. He didn't... I don't know, maybe it's just the camera.
I think it's like people in Japan actually go out and do stuff. Because like everywhere, it seems like everywhere's busy. Whereas normally, like, you would assume like Monday at 12 p.m. not too many people are going out at 2 or 3 p.m. to eat. I fucking knew it. Like, what is that?
Like, really? What is this? $3?
Come on, dude. Like, I just wanted to see it. I just want to do it for laughs. Fucking... I mean, if it was freshly pressed apple juice, that would justify the price, I guess.
But I find that hard to believe. I guess we'll have to order a Perrier with that. Yeah, that was like 3 sips of apple juice. I guess I gotta be specific. Like ginger ale, I should have got without ice, but I guess ice in Japan isn't gonna be poison like in America.
Then how did it somehow become Cartoon Network's most well-regarded show, beating out Adventure Time with critics?
Wow, really? Adventure Time? Everyone's a fucking retard. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Yeah, doesn't it? Like, my eye still looks sunken in as fuck. Maybe I need to get...
What the fuck? Wait. Why is the thumbnail Riley Reid? I did not use that as the thumbnail. I just noticed. Why the fuck would that have changed? Yeah, YouTube literally changed my thumbnail and switched it to Riley Reid.
Got these implants removed. Then again, this eye looks further out than that. I don't know. What was I thinking coming here, dude? My left eye should not look bigger than my right.
Have you heard about this new robot?
The Neo robot is honestly the funniest thing I've seen all week. This robot existing in a humanoid form and doing chores and tasks for you proved my theory that humans just want slaves. And if it's an ethical slave, then it's amazing. It's a robot. Who cares? There will be house robots, yard robots. When I first saw Neo, I immediately thought, it looks like there's a soul trapped in that thing. And turns out there is. The main issue with this robot is that nearly everything they showed this dude doing was being remote controlled by a dude with a VR headset.
And who is the voice I'm hearing right now of Neo?
I am a remote operator in a different room in the building.
And what's your name?
Tren.
And I think that ruins everything, honestly, because it was your offices. With this comes pride.
Well, I mean, despite it being controlled by a human being, I think it shows a good proof of concept that if a human being can control the robot with a VR headset and do those basic tasks, then they could, like, connect it to a cloud service or something and just have it be controlled by AI. Thanks for the donation, though, Balls.
The best cartoons are either Mr. Pickles or Beavis and Butthead.
Mr. Pickles is definitely not one of the best cartoons. It is just cringe, trying to be edgy horseshit. Beavis and Butthead is good, though. Thanks for the donation, Ben Boy.
Maybe it's the camera angle. This thing's huge, dude. Look at this. Look compared to the size of my hand. This bowl's huge. All right, thank you. We got our fork, or like half of a fork. It's kind of funny. She like brings this gigantic bowl of udon to me, and then which looks like it literally weighs 20 pounds. Literally weighs 20 pounds, like this giant stone bowl. And I'm like, do you have a fork? After she mutters like 20 words in Japanese, which probably means like, oh, please enjoy your udon. After you ate a pound of Wagyu and definitely can't fit any more food in your stomach. Bro, I don't even know why I'm messing around with other stuff. Like, I should just be eating only udon, just so I feel good. This is really good. The bowl's big, but there's not a lot of food in it. I don't think there's more than half a pound of noodles in here. There's a decent amount of beef, some chopped vegetables.
I never watched Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Bowl, nicely poached egg. First raw egg I've seen. The other ones are like really cooked through. Broth's very flavorful. and it kind of soaked into the noodles, which is something I guess I don't get when I get the udon takeout, because they keep it separate for takeout. This is way better. I would get that in a spoon, so you can have the really tasty broth.
Skipped leg day this week because I pulled my quad muscle. I was training legs, pulled a muscle in my quad, and I had to take that day off, so that's why I got an ouchie.
That makes just a nice balance of like beef, vegetable flavor, seaweed. Yeah, a lot of.
My ribs hurting a lot right now. I coughed and I think it popped back into place. And now every time I cough, I can really feel it. It's pretty sore.
Very well seasoned. Definitely a lot of umami, a lot of soy sauce, and that broth. It's very good. But all I want is to honestly just drink like 3 glasses of ginger ale. That's what I want to do. Probably hurt my stomach though. Oh, it's way too hot. Way too hot.
This video is like kind of intolerable. I'm sort of sick of listening to Frank chew.
They give me a bib because I'm an American. It's way cheaper than the States, dude. $19 for the 2 drinks and the big bowl of udon, which I barely ate anything. I thought I could eat a little more, but my stomach's been kind of small lately with everything. I just didn't want to eat I just didn't want all that wagyu in my stomach. I just didn't want to eat like a pound of wagyu and not have any starch, because all I had was a little bit of rice. Yeah, with all like the announcements over the loudspeaker, anytime that comes up, I feel like I'm in Squid Game. That's what that reminds me of, like the announcer in Squid Games, when the Asian language comes on the speakerphone. Bro, I thought I was lost. These Japanese people seem more lost than me. Like everyone's fucking wandering around like their heads up their ass. Like no one knows where they're going. It's kind of funny. Alright, great start to the day. Just people with fucking brain damage, or they just think you're like you're in your own world. Like I came down to the front desk to add an extra week to my stay because I don't know if I have to get a second procedure or not. I'm not 100% happy with my eye spacing right now. I wish they were more further out and further apart, but we don't know that yet. So I went to the hotel front desk to extend my stay, and
Yeah, thanks for the training advice, Pencil Neck. If I want to be small and weak like you, I'll ask myself.
I mean, I'm just standing there for 10 minutes, not a big deal, but this one lady's helping this couple, that's fine. And this other girl's on the phone with someone for like, I don't know, 6-7 minutes. Then the girl that was helping the couple check in wasn't even really helping them. She was trying to sell them on some type of like BS app or promotional thing so that they could get a free early check-in, which didn't seem that important. And then that other girl on the phone, you know, obviously if you're on the phone and you have customer service people in front of you, you always help the person in front of you first and tell the person on the phone to hold on, because the phone call usually isn't a priority. So I don't know, I'm maybe complaining about this. Because no, then like the girl hangs up the phone, starts helping me. I'm like, okay, can I extend my stay? Da, da, da. And then this foreign couple comes up behind me and she just starts helping them for no reason, like interrupting me. And then the couple's like, oh, I'm assuming we're too early for check-in. And I'm like, I'm just standing there like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you start helping them when you're in the middle of helping me extend my stay? So then I was like, all right, I'll come back later. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? It doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, this is our
All he does is complain constantly. Just whining and complaining nonstop.
I don't know how, I haven't decided how I'm going to do this. I think I'm just going to film it in days or something. So, because it would have been nice to just do like, okay, we went to get Japanese Wagyu, we went to that noodle place, but what happened yesterday was like, I was planning on doing more, but like, I got back to the hotel and I just slept from like 5 or 6 p.m. to like midnight, and then so everything was closed by the time I got back up. And I was like, all right, let me just lay in bed until like another 10 hours. But I do have like a weird blind spot on my left eye. There is some type of like vision issue now, which I'm assuming is from one of the implants.
Oh my god. It sounds like he has damaged nerves in his eye. They might have actually damaged the optic nerve. Because they've had to, like, literally scoop out his eyeball and do, like, weird shit. So he might actually have a damaged optic nerve right now. Because of the amount of times they've had to, like, scoop out his eyeball and do a bunch of weird shit underneath his eye. That's, yeah. What a moron. So he's going more blind.
But we're gonna go back to that noodle place, because that was really good. Out of all the udon I've had, I think I almost like that one the most. But we're definitely be doing a lot of udon reviews and trying all the different udon places that are at least within reasonable walking or reasonable taxi distance. So it's like 11 in the morning. We haven't eaten yet today, so we're gonna go grab something to eat. Then I kind of want to walk around a little bit, get some exercise, just move around, some circulation. But yeah, no, I don't feel so good. I think it's from the surgery. I do have like a weird pressure in my head. You know, it kind of makes me feel off a little.
I think that honestly the reason critics loved Steven Universe so much is because it has LGBTQ representation, like it says on the show's Wikipedia page.
Oh, that's stupid. Oh, gross. This is the fucking chick who made Steven Universe? Oh my god. Fucking, like... It's like a bridge troll fucking made it. Steven Universe is fucking garbage. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Nauseous. So I guess let's just call a cab. You know, I actually kind of wanted to walk, but I already booked the taxi. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Like, we'll walk over to 7-Eleven, grab a drink, and then we'll walk over to the udon place next time or something, just to get some exercise. It's only like a 15-minute walk. But the cabs are so cheap here, like, I'd rather pay $3 or $4 for a cab than have to walk. Especially because I don't feel that good, and my eyes are kind of messed up, and I'm already thirsty. You know, this might actually be the longest I've had to wait for a taxi yet here. Usually they're here in like 1 or 2 minutes. This one's been like 4 minutes. But no, they're just like, they're always super fast. They're convenient. They can like kind of go wherever you need. Like, you know, sometimes in New York or somewhere they'll drop you off like close to your destination. Usually they're able to go as close as you need to be. And more importantly, they're always like really clean and they never smell. And it's not like someone's personal car, you know, it's like they take it professionally, very seriously. Like, very seriously. Like the dirtiest cab in Japan would be cleaner than anything in New York or any of the states. It's really, really, and even if it was, it's like they don't use any weird scents or smells or like weird stuff to clean the cab.
Thanks for the membership, John Bond. Appreciate it.
Mr. Blanc?
Yeah. I don't know why they always open the left door. It's never the right door.
Thank you.
Yeah.
New legit Epstein stuff from Congress. This one is an email from Jiz Maxwell to Jeffrey emphasizing Trump is not a snitch LMFAO.
Oh my god. Oof. Ghislaine Maxwell lied about Trump never going to Epstein's house, directly contradicted by her email correspondence with Epstein. She was rewarded for that lie, the transfer to a cushier prison. Yep. Well, we knew it. Want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned, police chief, etc. Yeah. Well, this, like, it's just building upon, you know, the picture that we knew was forming. Like, you know, the amount of lying Trump has been doing around this whole thing and the amount of, like, deliberate covering up. And then when shit like this comes out, it's like the full picture is almost there. It's almost all painted. And it's just looking so bad. Like this guy was involved in some of this horse shit.
Before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls.
15-year-old is not barely legal. That's illegal.
And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just...
15? What? Is Megyn Kelly out of her mind? 15 years old is not barely legal. That's a minor.
Giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. And that is what I believed, and that was what I reliably was told for many years. And it wasn't until we heard from Pam Bondi that they had tens of thousands of videos of alleged, forgive me, they used to call it kiddie porn, now they call it child sexual abuse material, on his computer, that for the first time I thought, oh, no, he was an actual pedophile. I mean, only a pedophile gets off on young children abuse videos. She's never clarified it. I don't know whether it's true. I have to be honest. I don't really trust Pam Bondi's word on the Epstein matters anymore. Yeah, so I don't know what's true about him, but we have yet to see anybody come forward and say, I was I was under 10. I was under 14 when I first came within his purview. Look, you can say that.
Megyn Kelly is dumb as shit. Thanks for the donation, retard.
Who has a teddy bear-shaped chest tattoo, a lazy eye, doske cam porn, gets slip injections, has delusional paranoia, and plays the victim every chance he can? Oh. Can we laugh at the Jason Geneva pic where he had a nude old man in the background, smiley face emoji, smiley face emoji?
Well, that would definitely be Frank. And yeah, that Jason Genova pic was like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. That was so great. It's too bad he quit YouTube. Thanks for the donation, Pat.
How long has Frank been in Japan? What type of surgery did he get? I liked the Boondocks animated series. You should go to an urgent care center for your ribs. Musical notes emoji, smiley face emoji, steamer locomotive emoji, cool face emoji, dancer emoji.
I think he's been there for like a week. I think he got another orbital reconstruction procedure. And yeah, the Boondocks was funny. There's no point in going to the hospital for my ribs. They're not going to do anything. I'm just gonna wait 6 hours in a waiting room, and then they're gonna tell me to just lie down, rest, and take a Tylenol. Thanks for the donation, though, James. Fuck YouTube, Donny Chillers. Do you know you now have to turn off VPN in order to watch YouTube in incognito mode without signing into account? That defeats the whole purpose of incognito mode. Also, what happened to your rib, and will you go to a doctor? Do you ever go to a medical professional? I dislocated the rib, and I think it just popped back into place. Why would I go to a doctor? Oh. Yeah, lie down, take a Tylenol. Like, I'm not gonna bother going to a doctor for that. Thanks for the donation, fuck YouTube. That sounds kind of retarded. LMAO donated $3. Let me see.
I don't like working out because it hurts. On the surface, this may seem like a funny meme, but if you're a tapped in and intelligent person, you may know that working out can actually be really stressful on your body and cause your body to age. And I've actually made a video specifically on that as well, on how to build muscle without aging yourself. But in this video,
I don't know what the fuck they mean by this.
I want to go over specifically how to make working out hurt less without sacrificing your gains. In fact, you'll probably see better gains from following these strategies because a lot of these are just minimizing fatigue and helping you recover better. So these are practical steps on how to make the failure. Then the last 8 to 10 reps, right? Let's say the last 8 reps are going to be really hard. The last 8 reps are going to burn and it's going to hurt, right? But if you do something lower, like 8 reps to failure, then only the last 3 to 4 reps are going to be really hard and burning. And if you know about the stimulating reps model, or if you're just knowledgeable about science-based training at all, then you would know that you can make similar gains anywhere from 5 to 30 reps. So when you do lower reps, you have less hard reps and less reps that hurt. And you can also just imagine this to the extreme, right? Let's say you do once without it going to make you doing lower reps. And you can just, which is using reps in reserve and not training to failure. So reps in reserve, gauge in with, but the most difficult that add extra. Exercise uses many muscles groups and also large muscles like the quads and back. You're going to accumulate a lot more metabolic byproducts, and that's going to increase your perceived exertion and also cause a burning sensation, right? And the burn hurts, which is what we're trying to minimize. We're trying to minimize the hurting.
Wow, imagine being so gay, or like, I don't want exercise to hurt or feel hard. Dude, if you're a dude and you're thinking this way, like, holy fuck, do you need testosterone replacement therapy?
So, yeah, want to mix in isolations because they use a lot less total muscle mass. Anytime you do an exercise that uses a lot of total squats, but just...
Does this guy, like, never show? Yeah, of course. These fucking channels where they talk about training and then they never show their face. You know, they're like fat or skinny, weak bitch, out of shape cucks. Thanks for the donation, LMAO.
Is there any reason why a person's sex hormone binding globulin would be abnormally high, and is there a way to reduce this naturally?
Well, there is a genetic component to it. Everyone's genetically different. Some people just have high SHBG. There does seem to be some association with diet and SHBG. Vegans, on average, do seem to have higher SHBG. But, they tend to also have higher total and free test levels. So, I know that very high calcium and very, very high heme iron intake can increase SHBG. I don't know why, but that also seems to be a thing. So like there's possibility that some dietary modification can change it, but if you are eating like a normal-ish diet and you have like weirdly high SHBG, I don't know if there's really anything you can do. So yeah, if you're not eating some weird, bizarre diet like the carnivore diet, which does seem, at least anecdotally, to raise SHBG, and it seems to have something to do with the really high heme iron intake. I've also seen people with like really, really high calcium intakes from consuming a lot of dairy. They also seem to have high SHBG. Unless you're following a diet like that and you can just make some sensible changes, I don't really know what you could do about that other than just going on testosterone replacement therapy. That would lower SHBG. Thanks for the donation, though. Thanks, man. Sengoku $20. Any forum critiques? I like to do a light pause at the bottom rather than touch and go on RDLs. No. Looking just fine, dude. Looking just fine. The only thing I'd say is, like, if you're doing RDLs, I would say you might as well strap up. There's, like, you know, I don't like having to use mixed grip, personally. And, like, it has to cause some sort of left to right imbalance to some degree. So, like, if you can't hook grip it comfortably, I would say just use straps. You're probably going to be able to lift more weight or do more reps anyway. And if you're doing plenty of other volume where you're just using your own grip or training your forearms directly, it's not like you're losing out on grip strength. So I would just say you might as well strap up. That way you don't have to use a mixed grip, and you'll probably be able to lift more weight anyway. And it'll be more comfortable. But no, form's looking good, dude. Thanks for the donation, Sengoku.
I jinxed myself. Yeah. All right, thank you. All right, we're going up to get our room on. We can't go up. We can't go up. Fuck. All right, I guess we're waiting for another elevator because that one doesn't want to go up. Yeah, we were just here yesterday, but we only had like a few bites of the udon because we had a Wagyu meal before. I should have just eaten a second bowl of rice at the Wagyu place, but I just didn't want to be like sick from too much meat because protein's very hard on digestion. So with all my liver issues and stuff, like I know I'm in Japan, I should be trying Wagyu and stuff, but it's really health-wise and even recovering from the surgery is not the best idea. Why the fuck are none of these elevators working?
You don't say. Meat's bad for you. I wonder why he sells it then.
This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's like really weird here. I don't know. People.
It's funny how he says he has liver issues, then he talks about how he wants to drink so much alcohol. This guy's a fucking drug addict.
People have like you're like assuming people are like providing stuff, but they also have like they don't let you get up the elevator. Like that lady just tried to close the fucking door on me. But I don't know. I think today's kind of cursed. From the first interaction we had at the hotel desk to the taxi, now to this, I'm not feeling it today. Oh, look at this. Jamon Iberico, all seafood. I mean, I didn't come to Japan to try Spanish stuff. So this mall seems kind of like a touristy trap thing. I should really do more research on like spots, like famous spots to eat in Japan are. I think we might start that tomorrow. I think we'll start that tomorrow. But I don't know then, because I mean, a lot of the stuff I probably can't have with my diet. That's another issue. How much are we going to compromise on that? There's a lot of people here for breakfast. Alright, round 2. Alright, we gotta go.
Oh my god, is he just going... Oh... Is this just gonna be listening to him chew food the entire time?
In English. Like, it's... I don't think it's... That was right. Everything has water. Being this seaweed broth, cook it with a lot of high quality vegetables, onions and stuff. And then whatever meat stuff they have, so like bones and meat and trimmings. So you have a lot of collagen, a lot of minerals, a lot of flavor in this very high quality broth. And then the udon is just wheat, so you have grain starch energy. And in general, nutritionally, grains just have like some B vitamins, some minerals. And then they have the beef, which is like what you're paying for this, like what is a bottle of Perrier, and this udon is 2,430 yen, which I think is like 15 bucks. Yeah, that's 10 bucks. Yeah, it's like between 15 and $20. Really should, like, Wagyu is probably the last thing eaten. So I might do that.
Thanks for the membership, High Intensity Matt.
Instead. Yeah, we could do that instead. These wet wipes are really popular, which are nice because like tipping isn't part of the normal culture here. Yeah, so there's a lot of restaurants up here. Looks like there's a few seafood restaurants on the floor above us. I could probably spend 20 minutes Googling all this stuff. That's kind of what we had yesterday for lunch, the Wagyu. This is where we're at now, the udon noodles. I don't know, there's too many places. Button on the floor. Someone definitely hit the button on the floor. Yeah, I don't know, it seems like everyone's in their own fucking world. Like, I can understand, like, the Japanese people are just doing their own thing, but it seems like they're kind of pissed off because there's so many tourists around. And
Epstein considered Trump beyond the pale as far as evil is concerned in a private email. That's why Jeffrey will never become like Adonis.
It's bizarre that a guy who's a child rapist is saying this about Trump. Like, I wonder how bad Trump is. Like, what we haven't seen. I've met some very bad people, none as bad as Trump, no one decent selling his body. This is the guy who rapes children.
This is my best friend, Lauren De Laguna. How you doing?
You came to Texas to bother me.
I literally am gang stalking her right now. I am gang stalking this wonderful lady.
I work here.
You work here?
I work here.
Do you have anything you would like to say to the audience?
Yeah, you're a freak. You're fucking weird.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank
you for stalking me.
You are making
You're a
stuff
one-man, this is a one-man gang stalker army right now, okay? So thanks for hanging out.
And you just keep making Texas.
Thanks for the donation, retard.
all these like dickhead European tourists, all they care about is like getting as much done possible and like trying to experience as much of Japan as possible. So they're always in a rush to do their bullshit itinerary. and they're on like some sort of retarded schedule with their like mid-ass girlfriend. It's fucking retarded, dude. What were we doing? We're going to 7-Eleven to get something, some apples and stuff. And I really bring any outfits to Japan because, you know, I was like, all right, worst case scenario, I could just buy some clothes, you know, because I know I was going to be here for 2 or 3 weeks recovering from the surgery. So I was just more worried about like having enough changes of like underwear and t-shirts. So
if it were vegan only, could you run Frank's businesses better?
Probably. I mean, Frank's a retard, so sure I could do anything better than he can. Thanks for the donation, James.
Why did the Jews have to have slaves back in the day? Now we are stuck with all these niggers in America. I hate Jews, I hate Muslims. I hope they all die tomorrow. The world would be a better place. Also all the white trash. Fuck everyone. Suck my dick.
Alright, well thanks for that, Cat Daddy. Appreciate the donation.
I've just been wearing the gray sweats the whole time. My shoes at least look kind of Japanese. They're like some like grounding shoes that are made of leather that just happen to look Japanese-ish. But there's like I think mostly three, 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Family Mart. Those 3 places in Japan are like U.S. knows thinks of them like gas station convenience stores, but here they actually have like decent food and high quality stuff and pretty much all of your daily needs. So instead of like having to go to the grocery store or drugstore or something, you would go to like, you know, 7-Eleven or Family Mart or Lawson or one of those places. And it's not like, you know, there's much of a selection. It seems like almost like in America where you have all these big businesses producing the most popular products, but it's crap. Here in Japan, it's not crap, so there's no better option. Like in the US, you might have several different options that might require you to go to different places. Like, oh, you could go to Whole Foods and get some good stuff if you don't want the crap, but here, no, there is no Whole Foods, there is no crap. It's like all kind of the same. This 7-Eleven is downstairs. I'm about to put this sweatshirt back on because I'm going to drop it. So this is train station 2. So we got a train stop here, and then looks like a 7-Eleven. But these are crazy, dude. Like, compared to a regular convenience store in the US, like you need t-shirts, whatever sorts of toiletries you would need, like toothbrush, nail clippers, soap, anything. They have everything here. I'm sure some of these are decent if I could read Japanese. You have all your regular drinks and stuff. Some prepared foods that are like way higher quality than prepared stuff in America. Got a bunch of different juices. These are probably like energy or vitamin shots, but you know, I can't read what's in these, so I wouldn't want to necessarily risk drinking them. Might be some crazy amount of B vitamins or something. See, like, look at that. Vitamin C, lemon, vitamin C. I kind of want that one, actually. I'm going to run my Translate app on these just to make sure there's, like, nothing crazy in them. All right, I'm kind of glad I took the time to look at some of these because it is interesting, and there are products that are actually decent. You know, it's not like all of them are bad, although most of them are problematic. So if you take a look at this, you know, you kind of get the idea that these are all vitamin C supplements. And then you start reading the ingredient list, and they're all pretty similar. They have, like, lemon components, like maybe lemon peel, lemon juice, concentrated lemon extract, citrus peel. A lot of them have marigold or some type of flower pigment, which is what you don't want. This one, to my understanding, I should be okay with because this one has no pigments added, like nothing too crazy added. I think it's mostly just lemon juice and sugar, so it's actually pretty healthy. These other ones have like some additives and stuff that might not make you feel so good, but I do.
Strange Mood donated $2. Debate him in a cage match right now.
Every Friday, I want to let everybody know, I'm going to try to do this on Fridays. We're going to have live B12 Q&As where we can help iron out confusion, answer any questions you might.
This dude's a retarded dumb fuck that's not worth my time. I don't know why the hell he's on this fucking crusade. He's just a dumb fuck.
You know, we'll let vegangains keep being his little childish self. He's not an activist. He never goes out and speaks up. He's just a coward that sits in a chair. and spews nonsense and gets...
This guy's literally trying to convince people not to eat an essential vitamin.
attention. I don't know why. Love to see him on the street one day. Don't think he could hang.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Never deflowered a virgin,
You fucking
and you're
piece of
giving advice
shit!
To people to...
I'm gonna fuck you up!
Oh my god. I've done street activism. It's on my fucking channel.
We want to try to keep my vitamin C up, so we'll try one of these and we'll bring an extra one with us for tomorrow in case it's good. We got that vitamin C thing. I'm just going to get some apples for some soluble fiber, and then we'll have some type of juice, some pineapple juice or something for some more calories. I feel sick as fuck, dude. My eyes are messed up. My eyes are throwing me off today. That's the water I've been drinking. I would like some glass bottle stuff, like some Perrier or something, but I got to find a store that has it because I haven't been seeing it in these 7-Elevens. Now, just the quality of the food in a 7-Eleven will shock you here. They have, just the factories here in Japan are producing so much higher quality food, like pork sausage, ketchup.
Buddy, that's not good.
And mayonnaise, corn. I mean, they got some weird stuff. Corn and mayonnaise, like, okay, that's kind of weird, but it's all fresh, it's high quality. You know, there's some more reasonable stuff, like a fried fish and tartar sauce sandwich. Definitely reasonable compared to noodles on bread. But, you know, all this stuff is made fresh, you know, with a several day shelf life, you know. This stuff isn't lasting. Oh, that looks good. Whipped cream and sugar. That looks amazing. Whipped cream and sugar on bread. I could probably eat 10 of those. I'll be sick as hell. No, but all this stuff, you know, was made fresh. It might not be like deep fried bread and sugar. Speaking my language. Point is, all this stuff was made, you know, very recently, very fresh, and it's no preservatives, no crap in them. It's mostly good. You're not going to feel too bad when you eat this stuff. Even on my diet, like, I wouldn't be sick all day, but, well, maybe a little sick, but it's not like I'd be out of commission for a week. It seems to be different depending on the 7-Eleven, what prepared foods they have selections of. They got some pretty complete meals with, like, protein and rice. Some stir fries down there. More hot dogs, sausages, and stuff. This is probably, like, the popular stuff that you guys have seen on social media, like the egg sandwiches that people always show. But there's a lot of fresh food here. There's a lot of fresh food. You know, so this is probably a higher traffic area since it's in a train station, so there's probably a lot of people getting their breakfast, lunch, even dinner here, just on the way in and out.
Congratulations, you're banned.
Got some ice, berries and stuff, latte, more refrigerated drinks. Did we miss the fruit? No, there's the fruit. Okay, so this is what we've been looking for. So I already have plenty of this in my hotel room, so I'm just going to grab some for now. I'll just have 2 apples. I would have a pineapple, but keep it simple. These white peaches, like, I like they're in sugar syrup, so that's going to be really sweet, like a canned fruit. Those are the grapes. Those are nice. Here in the middle, they just have some more, like, dried noodle stuff and some alcohol. More dried noodles. Cups of ice. The frozen desserts look really good. They got like a frozen creme brulee ice cream. I'm sure all these ice cream things are delicious, just ice cream cones, all decent quality. Got some chocolates and stuff here, some American imported ones too. Now all these different types of candies, I'm sure some of these would be okay for me to eat, but I'm kind of hot in the sweatshirt and I'm not going to spend 20 minutes translating candy labels. Yeah, so every time the train stops, they just get like a barrage of customers. This store must do pretty crazy volume. I would imagine at least 1,000, 2,000 customers a day. This one has way more product than the one near my hotel. And they got like, look how many they got like 10 registers over here. Oh yeah, so we got our stuff. Oh, apparently it's like you're not supposed to eat in public in Japan, but I don't really know. Like, where am I supposed to eat my apples and apple juice and stuff? Definitely not eating a piece of apple off the subway floor, although I'm sure in Japan it's relatively clean in comparison. It's not necessarily good either, you know? Like, there's still a lot of negative things in a lot of the food. It's not as horrific.
Did you see Hassan went to China to shill and produce propaganda for the Communist Party?
Yep, I saw. And what's hilarious is the police took his phone.
I also wanted to show my audience and the Western world in general that there are a lot of rumors about China. There's a lot of misunderstandings and also just outright lies, and that it's just another normal country, just like every other country is.
This is Hassan Piker, an American online streamer, influencer, and a political commentator who wields significant influence over the young demographic in the US. He's known for his daily streams featuring political commentary and media analysis.
You know, I hope this puts a huge target on his back and the Trump administration starts looking at him and this fucker gets his, like, citizenship revoked or something.
And has amassed a combined 4.5 million followers on Twitch and YouTube. In his streams, he often discusses China's development with his viewers. Now, he has finally taken his first trip to China.
I know Beijing is your first stop in your whole travel plan in China. It's probably just been 2 days for you to arrive in China. How's your experience so far?
It's been amazing. I haven't slept at all, but, you know, I'm just, I'm
You know, it's too bad Hassan isn't black. He'd be getting called the N-word fucking everywhere he goes.
I'm carrying myself because I'm so excited. It's been a remarkable experience thus far. But I was always very excited to come to China, so this has been a dream come true for me.
What do you want to experience the
Yeah, too bad he didn't bring a black friend along. That would have been great.
most? Or what do you want to try the most?
The food, I want to see all the big tier 1 cities, but most importantly, I am super stoked that I'm going to get on a high-speed train tomorrow to go to Shanghai, because I also want high-speed rail in America.
Why? Why are you looking forward to visit China?
Well, part of it is because I talk about China quite a bit as far as like lessons to learn and what America could adopt and emulate, and seeing it in real.
China has 1/10 the per capita GDP. And that's being generous. China massively overinflates their GDP numbers. What in the fuck could America possibly learn from a broke-ass fucking third world country that eats gutter oil?
Time, I think, is a lot different. I also wanted to show my audience and the Western world in general that there are a lot of rumors about China.
What a dumbass. I fucking hate Hassan so much.
My mind, in my conscience, I have already become Chinese. Okay? We were already white Chinese in this chat. I've already become full Chinese. Okay? Let me just start by saying that. It's fucking sick. Okay? Like, you have abundant style consumption paired up with a centrally controlled economy and economic.
Abundant style consumption. Everyone's fucking broke. This guy just visited like a couple rich areas in the country. Everyone's broke. They actually have a huge issue right now with people cutting back and not spending. It's causing massive economic slowdown. A lot of companies also aren't able to pay their workers, and workers are getting pissed off and burning down factories. Like, this guy is such a lying dickhead.
Economic system that has yielded tremendous development. You have 1950s Soviet era building blocks next to the Gucci store. If there was ever a country that represented the synthesis, the things that I enjoy so much personally.
Fascism? This guy's just psychotic. Like, Hassan is just pro-fascist. Yeah, and I saw that he got his phone taken by the police, and then he, like, just tried to play it off as no big deal. What a fucking dickhead. Thanks for the donation, retard.
Will this soon be a sleep stream?
I'll be honest, I am pretty tired. Thanks for the donation, James.
Is America. Yeah, so it looks like most of these people, like, they get off the train here and they go to the 7-Eleven and then they go back on the train. Yeah, so I think I'll keep my my surgery vlog, like, about the surgery stuff. And then I'll just do all my other vlogs separate. Like, I don't really talk about my eyes and the surgery stuff in this. Same with yesterday. So I'll keep all my surgery stuff in the one surgery video. And then the rest of the Japan videos will just be like outside of the surgery. I've only been here for like a week and I already don't like Europeans. I don't know. It's in glass. It smells like lemon soda. I don't know about that having a net scorbutic benefit, to be honest. It's kind of sweet. I'd be surprised if the amount of vitamin C in that exceeded the amount you were digesting. So, I feel like I look like a homeless person that got beat up. I probably do. I don't want to carry this shit with me. I'll throw some of it out. So I'll have, I'm kind of full now, but I have room for one more. I have room for one apple juice box. Dude, and the last time I must have had a juice box. Must have been when I was a kid. Yeah, they separate the garbage here, but I don't understand what each of the containers says. And it's not like plastic, glass, paper. It's not like that. It's weird. I mean, I guess most people would be excited to go overseas and visit a country, but when you're dying of liver failure and have chronic migraines, it's not as fun as you think it would be. This is like a pretty nice area.
He's dying of liver failure.
Why is Frank beating his face up? By the way, as I said in chat, Joey got so much cuter that I can't barely even function.
Oh my god. Joey was already really cute and he got even cuter? Jesus Christ. Well, thanks for the donation, the than thou. Appreciate it.
Area of Tokyo. I don't really give you guys enough of the view of where I actually am, because you're just looking at me instead of how big and nice this city is. Yeah, I feel like I need to take a shower. My eyes are feeling a little better. I feel like I need to drive like 3 hours north into the country and get some fresh air. That's what I actually feel like. I don't know, I kind of just want to go back to the hotel and lie down. Yeah, I mean, like, Japanese people have like whatever they're doing with their day, you know, working, whatever, and then I think most people visiting, like for tourists, they have like a lot of shit they want to do. They like write up their whole itinerary of like, oh, I want to go do this and that, and there's like the other big thing to consider is like these people aren't like when they come visit here, they're not spending a lot of time here. You know, that like I'm here for 3-4 weeks.
Did you see this? Let me see.
Let me give you another example. China. China was going to hit us with rare earth. Now, everybody says, oh, what does that mean? Magnets. If China refused to give magnets, because they have a monopoly on magnets, because they were allowed to happen over a 32-year period, there wouldn't be a car made in the entire world. There wouldn't be a radio. There wouldn't be a television. There wouldn't be internet. There wouldn't be anything, because magnets are such a part. Now, nobody knows what magnets are. And not overly sophisticated, but to build a magnet system would take 2 years. So if I weren't able to say to China, look, if you're going to do that to us, we're going to charge you 158% tariff. It was 100% on top of 58%. And China called up immediately and said, we will make peace. And we made peace. We made a great deal. We made an unbelievable deal. China's paying tariffs to the United States, not the United States paying tariffs to China, which.
Oh, what incomprehensible nonsense. This guy is the leader of the free world. Holy shit.
All right, we turn our attention back to the White House now, where President Trump is set to host the first ever visit by a Syrian president later today. President Ahmed al-Sharaa took power last year after
he's a former fucking Al-Qaeda leader.
His forces toppled the country's longtime dictator, Bashar al-Assad, in what was a lightning offensive. House.
Yeah, to shoot hoops basketball with the U.S. military. There you see it. He's playing with an admiral and a brigadier general. This video from Saturday from an undisclosed location in the U.S., and he did make.
Dude, this is just bizarre.
Make one of those shots. But for today, on a serious note, right?
We have a former Al-Qaeda leader in the fucking United States playing fucking basketball with a fucking U.S. senator in general.
What we may witness is Syria coming in even further from the geopolitical cold after the fall of the Assad regime. The White House today is hoping that Syria will formally join that fight, the U.S.-led fight against ISIS, the Islamic State, with al-Sharaa signing an agreement with President Trump. And really, this would be momentous because it would symbolize a major reversal of how Syria under Bashar al-Assad.
Man, we're living in the funniest timeline.
That would never work in the same vein if I was a white Jewish American of Ashkenazi descent. This
What? What are we talking about?
That's just the reality. But when you're Muslim, there is an additional oomph to the way that
Muslim now? Wait, what was it? Was it Turk or Arab or brown? Or no, now it's Muslim. What? Culturally Muslim or like religiously Muslim? What are you talking?
I don't care. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Hey bro. I wanna get started on eating tofu. What should I put on it? How do you cook it? Give me a rundown, and what do you use, because this is Greek to me as of now.
I just pan fry it and then put Korean barbecue sauce on it. It's pretty easy to make. Just cut it up, fry it in a pan, make it crispy, and then put the thing on low temperature, then sprinkle some Korean barbecue sauce on it, and then mix it around, let the sauce cook into the tofu a little. Then you eat it. It's very simple. Thanks for the donation, dude. $2 sent $2, doing $2. Speaking of China. Yeah, bridge collapsing in China. That's nothing new. That's kind of what happens.
Oh, Chomadillo.
Yeah, that's Chinese construction for you. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Sup Richard. Why doesn't Hassan just move to a socialist/communist country if the US is such a shithole? If he's self-proclaimed Chinese, just move to China.
Well, he's trying to spread fascism, and he doesn't actually want to live in any of these countries because then he'd be more broke and poor and wouldn't have the rights and freedoms he enjoys, and he's trying to convince people to give up their rights and freedoms and embrace fascism. Because he's a fucking dickhead. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh, you have no idea. Oh. Oh, damn. Hmm.
You're like my 78-year-old mother, falling asleep every time you have company lol. How's the day going, what's new? Love you bro, green heart emoji.
Well, wasn't able to do much today. Dislocated a rib and, pulled my quad, so I wasn't able to train legs today. I'm gonna try training legs tomorrow. Still probably gonna have issues with my quad, but I'm just gonna do some really lightweight training, really high rep type stuff. Thanks for the donation though, Alan. VG loves tofu. Don't tell her this growing conspiracy theory can cause a lot of damage. Needs thorough debunking. Will Tuttle too.
One of my fruity cuties yesterday told me, or she reminded me, that it's easier to fool.
Yeah, this is fucking stupid. Vitamin B12 is a real vitamin. People with B12 deficiencies end up having their spine and nerves degenerate, so if they want to kill themselves, they can go ahead and do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother watching this. These people are just fucking stupid. Yeah, these people are just all psychotic. Thanks for the donation, VG loves tofu.
Frank is genuinely so stupid I can't help but feel bad for him in a way. Like a dumb little kid. Hope the worst for him, that being said.
Yeah. He's a dickhead. He deserves everything that's coming to him. Thanks for the donation. Apple is fucking awful.
Kind of crazy with the surgery. I think most people might spend like a week in Japan in general, and then they'll try to split that up between other cities. Like they'll go to like Osaka. There's like a bunch of different cities that people try to visit when they go to Japan. It's not just Tokyo. You know, they'll try to spend 1 or 2 nights in Osaka. I don't think Hokkaido's the popular one, but there's a few that are more like central mainland Japan that people try to visit. Oh, they'll be like, 1 night in Shibuya, 2 nights in I forget the names of the cities, but the point is, when tourists come here, they're usually on a really tight and restrictive schedule, and they're trying to just like jam as much as possible into like however long they're staying here. So everyone's kind of like in a rush and stuff. I still feel like Japanese people aren't real, It's kind of weird to me. Because you watch like in America, most of your experience of people in other countries just watching them on TV, and now you're on the street and you're like every single person is Japanese besides you. Yeah, so I should really just like probably.
What's worse, rank from best to worst and explain why. Promoting China, promoting Russia, being pro-Palestine, or promoting Dubai.
I would say pro-Palestine is the worst because...
Who is running the store while Frank is away?
Well, I guess his employees. I know he has a bunch of employees. Thanks for the donation, James. Yeah, pro-Palestine would be worse because the position you have to take in order to be pro-Palestine is like literally a pro-Nazi position. Then I'd say pro-Russia because, again, in order to be pro-Russia, you have to be like pro-fascist imperialism. And I guess third worst would be pro-China. At least so far, China hasn't invaded any countries officially. They're just ruining their own economy. Thanks for the donation, though. What's worse?
Make a few posts. I should probably really make a few posts of like what I should do in Japan, just so my viewers recommend stuff. I was actually just looking at Google Maps real quick. Where I'm staying is actually pretty close to the fish market. Was it like the Tsukiji, the famous fish market that everyone always sees online? But again, I'm more worried about my eyes and stuff, and if we're gonna have to get a touch-up procedure. I don't want to have to come back here, and I don't think he projected my eyes out enough, but 3 days, right? It's Tuesday, consultation Saturday. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that like vertigo and weird nauseous feeling like I was getting back in LA. So it's definitely my eyes. But it's only 1:30, so if I pass out at the hotel room now, I'll probably be awake early enough that we can go get dinner instead of having to skip dinner or like nothing being open at midnight. I mean, there was places open at midnight. I just didn't want to gamble with like a 40-minute delivery time from some crappy place. So we're just gonna go to the supermarket. This is the thing, dude, like here, where like I would cross, but the thing is in Japan, like people respect the traffic signals. Like even if there's no vehicles coming, they won't cross the road. Like if it's like, even if it's like a small 1-lane road and there's no cars coming in any direction, and it's like 10 steps across the street, they'll still wait for the traffic signal. But yeah, so we'll go to the supermarket. I just want to see if they have some glass bottled water, because I felt better drink. Even though this is like mineral water, I don't feel so good drinking this Japanese water. So we'll see if they have a different water, and then I'll just go back to my hotel and lay down a few hours. Hopefully feel better. We should really go to that garden just to ground real quick, but I don't know how much that's going to really help. I'm assuming like these
Wouldn't say Prison School's my favorite anime, but it's really good. It's definitely one of the funniest.
Just the stone on the street is grounded, and I'm wearing grounding shoes. So technically, you know, me walking around. Is this the grocery store? Me walking around on the asphalt and stone here in the city with these grounding shoes should technically be the same as me going to that garden or whatever. So I don't fucking know if it's gonna make a difference. I mean, catching a cab to go to this garden and then paying like the entry fee, and then I wasn't paying attention. So this says like it's a discount grocery store. So I'm not too optimistic about having a higher end water selection. However, since we've walked over here, I will check. Still haven't filmed our grape video. We bought some expensive grapes to do a video on. Same apples and stuff we're getting at 7-Eleven. Presumably, those are the expensive grapes we got. What is that? I don't know. It looks like, oh, they got strawberries too. Should we do a video on the strawberries as well? That's not a bad idea. It's like $8, which is very expensive for Japan. So all those strawberries in the US are expensive. Like this is crazy expensive for Japan. Like something like that, like that's really expensive. This is like a gift, you know. This is like $30, I think, or well, $36.80 is probably like $22. It's grapes. That's grapes. That's a grapefruit. That's a pear. 2 types of apples and an orange. So some very basic fruits that are presumably grown under special conditions.
Yeah, those grapes do look good.
That's a lot of fruit for one person. That's even more expensive. That's double the price. Why is that double the price? Because they're bigger? They don't look bigger. I can't tell why that's twice the price of that one. Oh, because there's a melon. There's a melon too. Here there's no melon. Oh no, the melons. Okay, so there's some expensive melons up here. It's It's orange melon, right? Orange on the inside. I don't think I want that. I don't think I want that. Probably mess up my stomach pretty bad. Debating on getting some purple grapes because I already have like a fridge full of apples, so I don't really want to know. I don't really know if I want to buy anything. The problem with the supermarket is supermarket has mostly like food you would cook, which we're not doing any cooking. We're just doing an udon tour of Tokyo. So just like fruits and vegetables, a lot of vegetables. Vegetables I can't eat. So we'll see if there's like more prepared foods or like packaged stuff that maybe we can get. I already got baby wipes and stuff. I'm really tempted to buy some toilet paper that freaking works because the hotel toilet paper is bothering me, but there's also a very high probability that if I buy this toilet paper, it's just as bad. It's going to be just as bad. And I don't feel like translating all this stuff, trying to figure out what's what. That's that famous mayo, huh? Package the mayo in like plastic bags here. What's shocking is how high quality and how cheap the fish is here. And meat, just everything. Maybe that's not the best example, but we gotta find the fresh fish section. So that's like salmon that's some type of caviar. That might not be salmon roe, but it's some type of fish roe for like $3 or $4, you know? Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like my eyes are kind of messed up. I feel kind of nauseous, so I'm not feeling so hot, but that's like a whole plate of like, is that like, was that like a whole pound of sashimi for like $5? Like that in the restaurant would be like 20 times the price. Quality control over here. Looks like farm-raised salmon, but just very high quality sashimi grade fish. Super cheap, just a few dollars each package. Can't tell what that is. My vision, my eyes are kind of blurry right now. You guys know we haven't been doing much fish since the liver detox diet because fish can be high in fat, high in contaminants. That looks delicious. Look at
Lynx Man donated $2. Let me see.
Is this guy the most badass Navy SEAL to ever live? Johnny Kim grew up in a tough, working-class immigrant family from South Korea. As a teenager, he courageously saved his mother's life by confronting his abusive, gun-wielding father, an act that would have been a lifetime achievement for most people, but for Johnny, it was just the beginning. He enlisted in the Navy as a corpsman, then went on to become a Navy SEAL, excelling as a combat medic, sniper, navigator, and point man during over 100 missions in Operation Iraqi Freedom. For his valor under fire, he earned both the Silver Star and Bronze Star. While still serving in the Navy, Johnny earned a top honors degree in mathematics. Not stopping there, he went on to earn a medical degree from Harvard. If his story ended there, it would already be unbelievable, but Johnny kept going. While working as an emergency physician and still serving in the Navy, he was selected by NASA to become an astronaut. And not just any astronaut. Johnny Kim is a lead astronaut in the Artemis program, tasked with helping establish a permanent human base on the moon.
Wouldn't he have to be a pilot to be an astronaut? Don't you have to be in the Air Force? Well, this is just normal for Asian people. Your average Asian is, you know, fucking war hero, doctor, astronaut. Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Chris Fettis, you're a former Navy SEAL and member of SEAL Team 6, officially known as Naval Special Warfare Development Group. You were deployed around the world to fight America's enemies and defend freedom. On your last mission, you were involved in a hostage rescue mission that changed your life forever. You were credited with a 900-yard sniper shot on an enemy in a mountainous region of Somalia. You were a contractor for the Sensitive Activities Division of the Defense Threat Reduction Agency. Post-military, you became the founder and CEO of Be Free Ice Cream, where the meaning came from a discovery that true personal freedom comes only from the clarification of one's mind to realize happiness.
The fuck? What does that have to do with ice cream?
Tom Spooner, retired master Master Sergeant, 21 years in the U.S. Army, 16 of those in Special Operations, veteran of the Gulf War and the Global War on Terrorism, 5 years in the 82nd as an infantryman, 6 years in 7th Special Forces Group as an 18 Charlie, 10 years in Delta as an operator, assaulter, and sniper, 12 combat deployments, 1 to Afghanistan, 11 to Iraq, 40 total months of time in combat. That is almost...
You've not worked out your legs yet you injured your quad. Yeah, I think that means I do in fact work out my legs.
Almost 4 years straight. You've been sober for 31 years. Congratulations. We've got a lot to talk about.
Alright, thanks for the donation, dude.
Look at the color of that salmon. And they got so many different types of like prepared and marinated stuff too, like
Escape from Tarkov fucking sucks. I gotta buy this piece of shit game.
2025 was just...
What does the Vault Edition get you? Co-op campaign endgame.
the beginning.
So what do you get with the Vault Edition?
That's not gonna happen again. Let's take it to him.
Jeez. What a ripoff. So they give you nothing and you have to pay like an extra $40. Jesus Christ, that's fucking stupid. I'm just gonna buy this. Oh yeah, and there's Assetto Corsa or Assetto Corsa Rally. That's an early access. I think we'll play that tomorrow. Let's see. Are they not letting you Call of Duty The Haunting? What? What in the fuck? What is this? Call of Duty The Haunting. I bought the right game. I was on the store page. What the fuck is Call of Duty The Haunting? What? I'm...
2025 was...
Yeah, I bought the right game. What in the shit? Okay, that's fucking weird.
that's some that looks like raw.
Oh yeah, the comment section in Clarence's videos just AIDS, dude. What do you think of Steam's own gaming console? Well, it's just a PC that has Steam OS. Like, if you're a dumbass, I guess you can get it if you don't know how to make a PC. Fucking bizarre.
Salmon roe, actually. That's the raw salmon roe in the sack, unsalted, uncured. That's like $3 for that. That's crazy cheap. You know, in the U.S., you'd probably have to pay 10 times the price. That fish looks interesting. I don't know what that is. Yeah, we're still going through fish. Never-ending fish. All right, we got some chicken. Man, how cheap is that? That's less than $1. Oh, that's per pound. All right. That's like 50 cents a pound for some chicken parts. Is that beef? Can't tell if that's beef or pork. Yeah, dude, Wagyu ribeye, $10. That's it. How crazy is that? That one's even cheaper. This is like $7. Goes to show like how crazy is it that like the regular meat is cheaper than the Wagyu meat. The lean stuff is $10 and the Wagyu is $7. Goes to show you how much like these jerk-off U.S. customs and government officials that control the ports are just scamming you and just overcharging you so much. Like, oh yeah, Wagyu's dirt cheap in Japan. It's just we're gonna charge you 100 times the price just to get it over here. Go figure. Still haven't found the water. But looking at how big this store is and their selection, I'm guessing they have some decent water and not just the regular stuff. All right, we asked the guy where the water aisle was, and he said downstairs. Good thing we asked someone because I would have been looking like a moron forever. Just like really, the infrastructure's a lot more developed here. It seems like a lot more money went into just these buildings in general than New York. Everything's a lot cleaner, a lot better built, a lot more complex, I guess you would say. Like the amount of different floors and stuff in different places, and the crazy selection. And just, I guess there's just a lot more people here. Those are like some probiotic yogurt drinks. Those might actually not be that bad, even if you're intolerant to dairy. Oh, look, see? Probiotic dairy drinks, drinking yogurt. So this whole section is basically probiotic dairy. So I guess if your stomach isn't feeling so good, you can break out your translator. In the gourmet market, they had like the imported French butters and stuff. Yeah, if I'm being honest with you guys, I should have went like straight back to the hotel. I don't feel good, but my head doesn't hurt. Like I feel nauseous and I feel sick, but like since I'm not in actual pain, like I don't have.
There's no reason to squat heavy. Squatting's dangerous. Just do leg extensions. Why are there so many pencil neck fucking weaklings who are too pussy to train hard, giving me training advice? Like I don't want to be small and weak like you.
Chronic migraine, like that's kind of all that matters. And that's what bothers me, like, so when people speak out against opioids or medication or any of that stuff, but haven't experienced chronic migraines, like, those are the same people that are saying, like, oh, Frank, why don't you have fun in Japan? I'm like, dude, you have no idea. She's got a bunch of French stuff here, too. Imported cheeses. I don't even know if these are imported. This is like Hokkaido ricotta, so, you know, is this just, like, French style or Italian style or Greek style cheese made with Japanese products, or is it actually imported? No, this stuff is definitely imported. The ham, Spanish ham. But like, I'm not anywhere close to like a tourist area of Japan, so I'm the only white guy in this store. And like my vlogs are probably gonna be like nothing like what other people are doing. Kind of tired to do this now, but I'd love to just read, you know what? Kind of want to see what's in most of these breads. I'm guessing they do put milk in the white bread. All right, so I haven't looked at too many of these, but the main difference between this and American bread is that it's much fresher and it doesn't have as many negative ingredients in it. You know, there's still margarine in there. There's still like some negative.
How is the bread fresher?
Things in some of these, but at least it's not like the enriched, fortified, like GMO sprayed American wheat. So I would say that, you know, this bread is probably not something you'd want to eat every day. Maybe some of these don't have, I'm sure some of these might not have any additives in them, but you'd have to figure it out. I'll be here all day reading through ingredient lists. But this is like, oh, you know what I'm actually curious about? I'm curious about the refrigeration system here. But this store is just so clean and well kept. Like in America, like they don't clean shit like they're supposed to, you know? And yeah, I'm definitely tempted. I really want to fly some Japanese HVAC workers over to America to fix my facility. This is probably all in a rack system. Maybe I should try to sneak into the back and find the maintenance room and just look at everything. Because this would cost you like a fortune to put in America. And even just like the tile in here. Fucking tile, dude. Look at the floor. They did a really nice job. That's what I need, dude. I need some fucking Japanese HVAC workers. Probably cost me less in the long run. My insurance company will thank me for it. Alright, we finally found the water. My luck is there's not going to be any. It's all freaking natural mineral water in plastic, dude.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
What the fuck? Jumbo size Pocari Sweat. Pocari Sweat in powder form. Oh, dude, I have. Oh, we got Evian, but it's in plastic anyway. Oh man, I don't know where to get. I don't know where to. Maybe I gotta probably just luck out with the supermarket. I think that supermarket we went to the other day. What does that say? Earth colloidal silica. I'm sure that would help me if I could read it. I'm guessing that's TDS, total dissolved solid. Made in Kirishima, Japan, silica water. Alright, so they basically just put some dirt in some water and call it silica water, which is really what clay is. Clay is dirt. Why is that so expensive? Fuck. Oh, that's 12 of them. Vegout de mineral essential. What is this shit? Honestly, I don't know. I'm sweating my guts out and I want to get out of here, so I'll just get like a bunch of different waters. So we'll get the water that's going to turn you gay. We'll get the grassy river water. We have that one we have that one already. Yo, this is funny. It's like a video game sound when you check out with the water. It's like an arcade game.
Weird.
It's like you're shooting a laser gun. Oh, dude, we came down to this grocery store. Now we're in an elevator going down. Oh, I guess this is.
Oh, dude, you know what's sick? Bells of Steel is coming out with an inexpensive pendulum squat that actually looks pretty dope. 1200 CAD. Unfortunately, it's fucking pre-sale, and it's not shipping until fucking late April, which is horse shit. But, yeah, this actually looks dope. I like Bells of Steel. They're getting better over time, and they just have, like, really good value equipment. But, yeah, that's actually pretty dope.
Part of it's part of some complex. I think most stores in general. There we go. Look, Uniqlo. Apparently, Uniqlo's big in Japan. So we were downstairs, B1 and B2 for the supermarket, and then the next 4 floors are Uniqlo and some more shopping areas. Oh, I'm just sweating my guts out. I'm just gonna get in a cab and lie down in my hotel. Yeah, I still look like I got beat up. It's kind of like a cycle of feeling like shit, so it's making us sweat so much. It looks like a cleaning product. Still, guys, are Alpine spring water.
Oh my god, that's what that thing is. It's the, it's that, radio blocking clothing he has, the EMF blocker. What a fucking weird-ass dork. Ugh. Imagine living like this, where you can't go outside unless you're wearing, like, some dumb thing that's supposed to block EMF around your head. What a fucking dumb dork idiot. And he has that, like, gay-ass fucking neck tattoo now. He must look like such a fucking freak there.
Or bottle at the source.
and then we're gonna dilute that with. We're gonna have. This is a little too concentrated. That helps to like wash your ears. I have a lot of footage on this phone. I wonder how much storage is left available. We might be able to film the rest of the day, but then I have a feeling I'm going to have to upload some footage to my laptop. So apparently not. This phone I bought is actually like, it's like a used or like refurbished Android phone off eBay. I forgot which model it is, but it was probably like $200 or $300, and it's like I bought like 2 of them for live streaming, and the storage on this is actually way higher than I usually. And we'll edit all that and post it. So I guess we'll catch a quick 10-minute cab, go to a different udon place that looks different, has higher ratings, but we'll see.
Is he hooked up to an oxygen tank?
Just knowing like the food quality and stuff and how different it is, fresh versus takeout, like I don't really want to
Yeah, the neck tattoo is supposed to be a Freemason symbol.
have to get takeout unless it's absolutely necessary. Like
at least now, look way better. Looks way better. But I feel like they're just gonna sink back in unless he did. Yeah, still look cross-eyed as fuck. Fantastic. I don't know. I don't know if I need to. I don't know if that's gonna be
Nighty-night,
because I
Aaron.
need to get
Sweet
the implants
dreams.
removed, or if we need to. I think if he pushes the eyes out a little more, that'll fix everything. Let's go get dinner. That's why I'd rather just lay in bed drugged up all day. I don't have to worry about what my face looks like. I mean, Japan is safe. I could have just. I don't know, my stomach and everything's been pretty good.
what's that noise? Sounds like some type of restaurant. Oh, right here. Okay. Address on maps was wrong.
Oh great, more Frank chewing.
It's like I think it's like a perfect appetizer. You know, almost fat. That would be like an excellent dish. Because the thing that Frankie's range meat. I'll just ask this guy for a plate so I don't make a mess. I could definitely use some help back here and some space. Sorry, can I just have just an extra bowl, please?
Prophet fears a fucktard. I don't really want to talk to him.
Just an empty bowl, plate. Do you have a plate, like a bigger one? And then
that looks gross.
Pops. Could use this. Whole apple, so I'm guessing pomelo is I'm looking at some mid-Scandinavian dude with a Japanese girl. Bad. Last time I think I had grapefruit was I don't know if getting these implants taken out will really help that much. I'll just like catch a cat back to the hotel and plonk out for the night.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe I should take like a bottle of vodka.
Well, Frank is still dumb. But we already knew that.
Competitor. I'm not good at receiving gifts, or I can give though.
Do they have timestamps on this video yet?
Like I have.
No, damn it.
Right after COVID, and it was like I called him like, "Yo, Mikey got arrested at the border. He tried to bring the steroids over." Yeah, and the clip went viral, and like it was out of context.
But they use an old mugshot of Chris because he actually got booked for stealing protein from Walmart.
No way. Yeah, I got a misdemeanor for fucking.
What brand?
Bro, it was
probably Gold Standard Whey. It was some bullshit.
No, what I would do, bro, we were broke college students, so I'm like, I'd go to Walmart, right? I'm like scanning shit. I'd keep the shit, like I'd keep all my supplements underneath the cart and I wouldn't scan it. And then I'd be like getting my meat and because I still always like cook my own shit.
And they check the receipts.
Yeah, so I would scan like one steak and it'd be like I put them on
Top of each other, yeah.
and I'd throw it in there and like it wouldn't be able to detect it. And then they had me doing this shit for months, bro, and they finally caught my ass to the point where I was over $1,000. So they
oh really? So they watched you. You went to the same Walmart all the time.
They
like set you up.
Yeah, bro, they set me up. And I don't know why at the time I didn't just run. But like I was confused. I'm like, there's no way they know that I'm stealing. Like I was so slick with it. I didn't think they knew.
Bro,
I thought I would get away with it.
And what were you saying when all this was going on?
I was working out and I get a call. He's like, bro, I'm fucked. Shit. Because he was going to school to try and be a PA. This guy, out of everybody, he's like, they're never going to let me into school.
Yeah.
All right, take two. Hey guys, if you have not heard, I've launched my own TRT clinic. TRT Kingdom is can help with.
But I thought it was over. Gains, bro. I thought it was over, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get kicked off the football team. Like, I was so fucking nervous, bro.
So listen, take me back. I know a little bit of the background. So you were a crazy football player. He told me you should have been a pro ball player. If you were,
maybe if I was like 5'9".
That's what he said. He did say that to me. He said. So what position did you play?
In high school, I played running back and linebacker.
So were you stocky?
Yeah.
And you were fast as hell?
Yeah, I was fat. I ran a 4.5.
Okay.
Like, yeah, not flat. Not a flat 4.5, but I ran 4.55, I think I did. So, and then...
It was unofficial, okay. It was unofficial type shit.
Yeah, it's not...
What is Frank's idea of the grounding shoes? What does he think that does exactly? And why are you still promoting him? I thought we're against promoting bad people. He literally runs a meat shop.
The grounding thing's stupid. I think he thinks it like dissipates electrons or something retarded. And I'm not promoting him. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
Fucking NFL Combine. What the hell do you mean is unofficial? Yeah.
And what position were you in?
I was a running back too, and linebacker. So we played the same position, and we were on the news, like Detroit news one time, because we both played the same position. We were identical twins with identical stats, and like they tracked this shit.
It's not. We don't have identical stats anymore because I'm the stronger twin. You know.
No.
I got a bigger bench.
He's not
squat.
though. Actually, he's not.
So all time. I'm big. I'm the bigger, stronger.
We have a stronger bench, but.
And squat. I got a serious question right now. Who'd win in a fight?
I think I have like deep mental problems. Like I wouldn't be able to stop. And
I'm your goddamn brother. What do you mean? Go take it out on somebody else. I'm his punching bag. We're both each other's punching bags, like, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a Vegeta fan.
Yeah, but I just saw a quote saying you couldn't live without your brother. Was that you?
Oh, that was me, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
that's
like him?
Yeah.
No, I'm just a big brother, right? So like I'm the older one, so I just have the
but everybody thinks I'm the older brother.
I don't know why, bro.
You know what though? I'm trying to figure out, like, I've had a lot of conversations with you guys. Mike is more reserved.
Yeah.
And you're obviously more like engaged.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's 100% true.
Yeah. In the videos, it's like, it used to be like I was really out there.
Well, his nickname is Manic Mike.
Honestly, since I started taking steroids, it calmed me down. I don't know if it brought my confidence out more or what.
I think your blood pressure is just so high that like maybe you just got calmer.
Yeah, I can't get worked up because I'll just get out of breath. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And so high school, you guys trained. I mean, how did you pick up the weights, and like when did you start actually developing body?
Dude, I've been trained. I was 13 training in the weight room with like the high school players and stuff, because we'd get invited out by the high school coaches to come train.
Like the middle school, because you know, like middle school, like you're pretty much a prospect for the high schoolers, so they like invite you to come work out.
Played in Michigan, so Michigan sports, Detroit sports.
Did you start young playing football though, or?
Yeah.
Well, no, not actually, because we were in foster care and stuff like that, and then we got adopted, and our older brothers had a bad experience with the Green Hornets or whatever the hell they call them. It was like
See, you don't have to go into this much depth. Be like,
yeah, we played middle school.
We played middle school
and then high school and then college. But yeah. Where'd you guys play in college? It was a small NAIA school. Yeah, in Livonia, Michigan. So like.
So you a Lions fan or?
Oh yeah.
One pride, baby.
One pride.
And why did you decide to leave Michigan if you guys are so proud of that?
Dude, I'm proud that I'm from there, but
SJT.
Detroit, Metro Detroit is, oh my gosh, bro. I couldn't imagine going back. I just couldn't.
I mean, but you went to college locally there?
It was about an hour. It was like,
because dude, half the year it's winter.
Yeah,
you know,
I came from Massachusetts, so I know.
And like
the winters are terrible, aren't they?
The first thing we did when we got a little bit of money was blow it on some cars. I couldn't drive in Michigan.
Oh yeah, I remember I had them parked outside my parents' house.
What'd you have? What was your first really big spend on a car when you made money?
Dude, I got a Camaro ZL1, which is the most stolen car besides that.
Who just got the sick Camaro that I saw?
Oh, the older one, I did, yeah. No,
sick,
bro, it's bad.
You like American cars?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You had
I don't wanna wreck
high,
some.
you had a high car collection too, right?
Yeah, but
now
I
you
blew a lot of money on cars too.
Yeah,
It's a write-off.
It's like when you think about it.
Hey, at least they're talking about. I know, but you're investing in cars that actually going to hold some value, not like some of these.
Like the Demon
well, I bought the Demons because marketing as well, and they're just sick as hell.
Is that the one with the key, the red key, or whatever?
Yeah, they're like the fastest street car.
They crash them a lot, huh? They're most stolen vehicle out there.
Yeah, 100%. But we bought them because I thought, holy shit, it's the last V8 muscle car they're ever going to make. So I thought they'd go up in value, but they didn't. So, but at the end of the day, it's still a sick ass, badass.
You know what's crazy?
No, they're gonna make the new one a V8 again. The electric didn't sell.
Crazy, bro, is like we're talking about cars and shit. My license, I don't even have a license. My license suspended, and
I got like 12 outstanding tickets in like 3 or 4 different states.
Like for speeding?
Yeah.
So
my first car, I didn't have enough credit to buy it. So like I don't know. I think Alex Eubank's dad came to put the down payment on my car in cash.
Who loves cars more, you or Alex Eubank? Who had more cars?
Alex
for sure, right?
Yeah, we've had a lot, but Alex has had.
Alex definitely got us into
It's Alex's fault, bro.
Yeah, Alex.
I blame Alex.
I think he slowed down a little bit though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he bought a house, so he's like he's a full ass like he's got a wife and shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
He's retiring, bro. He's retiring.
Not on the circuit anymore, huh?
Yeah. He told me he told me one day he's like, yeah, I just like I don't know. He still has passion in spreading like Christianity, I think, but in terms of like really caring, like I know he still cares about his content, but like trying and like doing it consistently, I don't know. Yeah, his dad dropped like a bag for my fucking first car because I paid him back obviously, but I didn't know how to get cash.
Let me ask you a question, guys, because a lot of our viewers or listeners may not know. What was the first thing that got you noticed? What platform, and like what was the video, or was it many things, or like how did you guys get kind of found?
The way I don't know, it kind of happened overnight, dude. It was
Well, I never posted on social media.
Mikey never.
He said he told you we got to do this or something. So what was it?
It was like football season come to an end, bro, and like we were benching. Everyone was like, "Yo, y'all bench numbers are crazy, like your squats and shit. Like just like post some shit." So like we bet.
Nigga, you don't train hard LMFAO, you do like 3 hard reps but small as fuck sets. Mostly waddle around out of breath for the hour or 2 that you work out. It's the steroids that is responsible for 99% of your growth. You suck. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, most fucking pussies won't take steroids, so whatever you can do to get ahead. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
On TikTok, I posted a bench off between me and Mikey. It was like the gayest shit ever. The music I put on it was retarded. Like it really was. Like back then, TikTok was so.
Oh, you could post anything.
Was this COVID or prior to?
Yeah, like right after COVID. So everyone's getting back in the gym, and like we definitely got lucky, but also like we were natural at the time, benching like.
I think we were lucky from birth being.
Let me finish this. Yeah. So I just benched it, and then
how much?
It was, I think Mikey got to like 435, like naturally. And
450.
Not in that video.
Oh, not in that video.
Not in the video.
Yeah, because I tore my labrum. Yeah, I got torn my labrum, torn my chest, so I don't even bench anymore, to be honest. Yeah.
I still do because I love it, but.
So you benched off, and who won?
Yeah.
You hate to admit this, huh? Why? Like,
he's stubborn. He's the most stubborn mofo.
So it went viral.
Yeah.
And
then
who called you the Tren? Because someone else started.
Yeah, you were natural, and everyone didn't believe us. So they like it was like every TikTok video we posted was like Tren twins, D-ball brothers, like test bros. Like people just didn't believe we were natural. So like I just.
Dodo $92, can you review this tier list?
What's up, chaps? Your boy is back, the CEO of Testosterone.
Has this guy actually shown his testosterone labs? Shoulders are looking juicy in that photo, but I don't know if that's like Instagram shit. Yeah, this guy's a dork. I don't know if he mainly focuses on boxing. He's got a good physique. Not gonna lie. Yeah, seems like he mostly does boxing. Kind of feel like he might be a TRT bro. I have a feeling he's a TRT bro and like doesn't mention it or some shit. Like, One thing that's kind of making me think it is his skin is kind of reddish. I think that might just be the lighting, but yeah, he has like a reddish kind of tint to his skin. I don't know, he's very Irish, so it could be like sunburn type shit, but yeah, he's very red. And it's like in his upper body too. So I'm thinking this guy ain't natty. I think he's TRTing it up.
Jerome, a bit of a tough day in the office today. Was sparring Andrew Tate earlier. Check out the main channel on Sunday if you want to watch that one. Good. It was a good bloody round. That's all I can say. Eviscerate your energies. Eviscerate your energies. Eviscerate your enemies. Make more money, have more muscles. Bloody, bloody, blah. The list goes on. Number 1, 6. Oh, here we go. Number 1, 4 to 6 eggs 30 minutes before bed.
Eggs do not boost testosterone.
S tier. Probably the number 1. Cholesterol is used to make testosterone in the middle of the...
Yeah, so every single cell in your body produces testosterone, and eating cholesterol does nothing to increase testosterone production. Dietary cholesterol and serum cholesterol has no relationship to serum androgens.
The night. You pump your body full of good cholesterol from organic eggs just before you go to sleep, and you wake up hard as a rock. That's a...
And if you wanted to increase serum cholesterol concentrations, eggs are not a particularly good way to do it. What you'd want to do, if that was your goal to get heart disease, you'd want to eat a high amount of saturated fat. With saturated fat, there's basically a linear relationship between saturated fat consumption and serum cholesterol. If you're eating dietary cholesterol, it's a hyperbolic curve, so you'll see a steep ramp up, but then once you get to about 500 milligrams daily intake per day, it basically just flattens out. So you're not increasing cholesterol in your body that much by eating dietary cholesterol. So if his theory was correct, you'd see way higher testosterone increases if you were to eat something like butter. Or even trans fat. Trans fat boosts cholesterol way more than eggs would. So if what he's saying had any merit to it, the people with highest, serum testosterone concentrations, it'd be people eating hydrogenated oils, trans fats, lots of butter, I guess really fatty cuts of red meat, shit like that, but you don't. So it's just complete nonsense. And again, I'm a little suspicious of this guy. Have a funny feeling he's a TRT bro and he just doesn't tell anybody like Hamza.
It's a good indicator. That's the male indicator. That's the male power like gauge. If it's hard in the morning, good power, good test. If you're a man, you're a real man, you want high test, 10,000 IUs minimum per day. It just...
Vitamin D does have some relationship with serum androgens, but it's not that high. So if you're vitamin D deficient and you resolve the deficiency, you might see like a 10% boost, but it's not that big of a deal. If there's any one nutrient that has the highest association with serum androgens, it would be zinc. Even pretty moderate zinc deficiencies can actually reduce your testosterone concentrations pretty substantially by like up to 50%.
Just boost, test, look up the science. Another, if you've ever seen those big balls, the massive big muscly balls, that is a cow that has a limited amount of muscle. In this video, try that every day. It'll change your fucking life. Joining the new elite. This is my private brotherhood. full of high testosterone males. We go deeper into this stuff. Being around high test guys, punching each other in the face, doing business together, getting honeys, traveling is esty.
Sure.
Everyone in your elite knows that. It's like one of our foundations. Fed butter. This is what you should cook in my opinion.
Yeah, butter does not increase testosterone.
I would put this at B tier. Seed oil, steak, ribeye steak. Probably A tier. Also full of cholesterol.
Yeah, no.
Proteins, but I'm not a big fan of just carnivore. You need your carbs as well. Otherwise your insulin gets all messed up. You want to be able to have a lot of carbs like fruit, honey, rice. It's an easy burnable fuel. After a lot of time on carnivore, you might see some benefits at the start, but your insulin might go out. And you want a high metabolism to stay lean. High metabolism is going to happen when food comes in.
Well, at least he's not completely retarded, but yeah, red meat does not boost testosterone.
The body can burn. These are quite slow, really, is heavy compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, that sort of stuff. I'm going to put this in the B category.
I don't actually know how weight training really affects testosterone. I know it does have an effect, but I haven't seen any research on it. There are plenty of people who work out and still have androgen deficiency. But if you have androgen deficiency, like, yeah, you can fix your sleep. You can try taking a high-dose zinc supplement. A lot of people are zinc deficient and don't know it. But if you do all these things and you still have low testosterone, just go on testosterone.
Heavy squats, heavy deads, sleep per night. The optimal amount of sleep for a man. Not 10, 10's lazy. Not 9, 9's getting a bit lazy. 7, you might start to bring the test down after a while on 7. 6, you're not going to get by on that for long. Anything under that is your one-offs. You really want to be aiming for that 8 hours. This is going in A tier.
Yeah, sleep's really important.
The time of your bedtime is also important.
Sleep's extremely important.
Depending on how your body clocks that testosterone, but you're still awake. You can sleep between 10 and midnight is very important. It's also going, it's not 100% as important as 8 hours, so it's going in B tier. Seed oils, endocrine disruptors, stop you making tests.
Seed oils are not endocrine disruptors and they don't stop you from making tests.
That's why it's in all the food, that's why it's in everything. So that you don't make as much test, so that you don't have as much power. And that's going in fucking terrible tier. You shouldn't be having it. What are they? My team made this. I don't know what these are. Is that banging hot? Chicks. Oh, maybe weeks, but I don't think that's an issue. 2 weeks semen retention, you'll get better memory recall, higher testosterone levels, you'll feel sharper, you feel more hungry.
So semen retention does not boost testosterone, and with the amount of research on this right now, it's pretty clear what's going on. If you do not have sex or you don't masturbate, and you know that you're going to like have sex or masturbate in the future, that anticipation of being able to have sex or masturbate increases your testosterone. Simply not having sex or masturbating does not boost your testosterone. It's the anticipation that you're going to do it in the future.
Hungry, more aggressive. When you bust a nut, your body thinks, I've achieved everything in this world. I've just made a baby, and that was what I was put here to do. So I'm going to produce prolactin.
Yeah, no, and again, you can't. This is being studied. Men have an increase in testosterone after they have sex.
I'm going to chill out for a bit, and I don't have to do anything else for a while. Stupid. 2 weeks, then fuck a girl.
That's actually true of women too. After women have sex, they have a boost in testosterone.
Bust on a face, don't wank for 2 weeks. Having a baby, and when you have children, don't do that.
Well, yeah,
you live with your fucking boys. Now that is going into A tier. Boost your testosterone, special ops, shooting. When I did that, and it want to actually, and that's what they would only ever see they believe that a child made in the heat of passion, where they think they're going to get caught, they have a quick with their family. For the way it makes you feel, you have to see when you were full. I'm figuring out. I'll tell you a little story about soy milk. It's fucking terrible. It's going in the F tier. Soy milk.
Soy milk does not reduce testosterone.
Gave one of my friends at school, gyno, Kamasya. He couldn't.
Soy milk does not cause gyno.
Have lactose. It's lactose intolerant, so he drank.
Yeah, if anything would give you gyno, it would probably be, well, the food most associated with gyno is actually, poultry. So, chicken. Other than that, it would be alcohol, particularly beer, and, whatchamacall. Dairy also seems to lower test and boost estrogen.
Drank probably a litre of soy milk every day, and he never, when he was young. I remember in school, vegans can't eat eggs. Eggs are S tier, which automatically makes vegan fucking terrible tier.
I was bigger and stronger than this guy when I was natural and vegan, and now that I'm on steroids and still vegan, that gap has only widened.
Got here ashwagandha. Okay, these are your important ones. Okay, these are your focus ones really in this section. Ashwagandha, I'd say it comes down here. It's not.
Ashwagandha seems to boost total testosterone by roughly 10 or 15%. It's not that substantive. If you're going to take ashwagandha, I would take it for the relaxation and mood benefits. But again, if you want to boost your testosterone, just take testosterone. Like 99% of dudes, if they have an ideal diet and lifestyle, you can only really, like, chances are you're only ever going to get to maybe 700-800 nanograms per deciliter total test. Rare few can get to around 1,000. With testosterone injections, you can bring it as high as you want, really. You can go over 9,000 pretty easily. So I don't know what the point of all this shit is when we have modern medicine and we have testosterone that you can just inject. If you care about being more masculine, bigger, stronger, feeling better, more energy, more vitality, all that shit, and testosterone's so important to you, why the fuck wouldn't you just inject test? Like, if you were to tell this guy, like, okay, what about just injecting test? Assuming he's not a TRT bro or whatever, and he, like, actually is natty and shit, that's cheating, and isn't it bad for you? Like, oh, okay, so I guess you don't want to be too masculine, right? You want to be a little bitch who's afraid of needles and shit. It's ridiculous. And again, I'm suspicious. It's not like you can't get that guy's physique naturally, but just looking at him, the red skin, you know, just the overall look that he has, I'm a little suspicious that he's, like, injecting testosterone without telling anybody.
I've never really felt the benefits.
I could be wrong, but...
And I have no idea what that one is. Let's call that doing a massive poo. S tier.
Okay. Well, that was stupid. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Said fuck it, took the name,
manifested it, dude.
Took the name Tren Twins, and then yeah, and then we were like, yeah, we're hopping on. and then like, one clip like of us saying we hopping on.
Yeah, I think we're natural for like 2 or 3 YouTube or 4 YouTube videos.
Yeah, we did one of our first YouTube videos actually was trying your leg day.
Yeah.
Did you put someone?
Yeah, I had the blue shorts on.
Okay.
With the.
I was just telling Matt this because Matt doesn't know a lot of the history, and obviously I've watched you guys.
Was this TikTok or YouTube? So this had to mean YouTube. They're clearly on gear at this point. Yeah. Road to 450 bench. Shit.
Man,
fuck the diet.
I've already gained 5 pounds in a week.
So can I get a sip of that?
Malice is an emotion that's unique to human.
Guys. Yeah, and I know that you guys put the headband on because someone told me, like, hey, these kids, you know, and I remember thinking, I said, who the hell are the Tren Twins? You know? Why would someone call themselves that?
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I saw the headband and like you guys doing this whole little skit thing, and that kind of started the whole social media. But when did you actually so it went viral, and then you said, hey, we kind of got something here? Was it kind of like a business thing?
That video got 500K views.
Yeah. And back then, that was a lot.
Yeah,
Like, now your shit just cranks, right? I mean, if you don't get 1 million on stuff, you're probably disappointed, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, so then just every video kept going.
That's the new grift these days. TRT, lie about it, say you're on the carnivore diet. Yeah, like Hamza. That whole situation with Hamza is so hilarious. He made so many videos about how the carnivore diet boosted his testosterone and all this shit, and then turns out he was on TRT the whole time. And he said his test was around 1500. And I couldn't even tell that, like, man, what a loser. That guy is fucking pathetic.
Going, and motherfuckers were like, dude, we were like in this small ass gym in Detroit.
Like, he's
and,
still weak. I don't think he's benched like 315 yet. And he has 1500 tests. Like, he must train like a fucking pussy. Imagine being that much of a bitch. You're on testosterone. Your total test is 1500. You've been doing it for like a year and a half and you still haven't been able to bench like 315. Fucking horrendous.
There was like no YouTubers at this time, like no new YouTubers. And me might be the first people talking about like steroids for real, like young people.
We didn't know shit either.
We didn't know shit. I still don't know shit. I just now got a good steroid plug in Real Growth. So hopefully, I get big. But anyway, besides that, we have so many steroid like stories. Like I could go over like all.
I know, but you're learning. I mean, no one is an expert.
I
Everyone thinks they are.
I gotta tell this story. This is when we first hooked up with Kyle Wilkes.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, I think.
And you know what story I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right. So me and Chris were pinning each other's asses, and I pinned him, right? Or he pinned me, and then he put the needle down, and I grabbed it, thinking it was his needle filled with gear, and it wasn't.
So
it was
grabbed me
needle.
and pins me with the needle he just pinned himself with, and pushes a shit ton of air.
No, there was nothing in it.
He pushes air in my ass.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, there was. And he pushed a shit ton of air into my ass.
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna die.
No, it takes a whole. You'd have to hit it spot on, like in a right of a vein. You know,
then you're
feeling
shit.
Yeah, at the time I was like,
yeah, but I was freaking out. I called Kyle, I was like, dude, Chris is gonna get AIDS, bro. Like I just pinned him with the needle. Like what's gonna happen? He's like, dude, you're fine. Just like. Wipe it down, whatever, monitor it and shit. So, but yeah, that was funny that we have a ton of dumbass stories. So,
first Tren cough? Oh my god.
Yeah, guys, stay natural. Or honestly, it doesn't matter to me, but yeah, listen to people who are smarter than me.
Let me ask you,
don't use needles.
Does it matter like being an Olympian? Because like at some point, everyone's taking like the same shit like at the Olympia stage. Like everyone's on whatever. So at that point, it's more about like it's not really about the steroids. You'd say.
There's a combination. I feel like there's certain protocol, and there's no exact protocol to perfection. And I think anyone that puts you on a diet and trains you, it's, you have to put the time in the gym. You have to still eat certain foods that are reactive to your body. Not to say that I know guys that diet on pizza and beers and still get ripped. It really comes down to genetics. But there's certain protocol that, getting ready for a show, it's like you take this or take that, or you cut out this or bring this in. But the truth is like everyone has like a connection or a source that they can only take certain protocol because it's available.
You think waiting to hop on gear is pointless, even if you're not even a year into training? Also, is just taking tests enough to start? Well, there's no right or wrong answer to that. Like, here's the thing: if you don't know how to train properly yet, and you hop on steroids, like since you have that lever to pull where you could just take more gear or something, you're very likely going to end up relying on the drugs to make progress rather than just training properly, eating properly. So it's better to learn how to train first, just so you know, like, how to differentiate the issue between, are you taking enough drugs or are you just not training well enough, or do you have to make some adjustments to training? On top of that, if you're just bigger and stronger to begin with, the steroids are going to work better. So, like, steroids work by going inside the androgen receptor in your muscle cell. If you have more muscle mass, you're going to have more androgen receptors, and you're just going to respond better to the gear. Like, you can't take as much steroids if you're a smaller dude, and you're going to be more prone to side effects. So, like, that's why you see so many of these, like, small twink dudes who, like, just start lifting on TikTok, and you see their back covered in fucking acne and shit when they first hop on. A big part of that is they just don't have enough muscle mass to handle the amount of steroids they're taking. So, like, they could just take less gear. Obviously, like, they are stupid. They're starting off with, like, 500 tests or doing, like, 300 Tren or something, and they're also doing other dumb shit, like taking orals like D-ball, which is gonna like make you get gyno and acne even harder. So like there's a lot of problems with everything they're doing, but yeah, it's like the best recommendation for the average person is like at least try to bench 315 natural first. if you have a good coach or you know how to train, it shouldn't take you too long, you know, to be able to do that. Like maybe in 5 years. I think that's a realistic expectation. And that's not a very long time to be training. So if you start when you're like, you know, maybe in your late teens or early 20s, you know, you're probably going to be like 23, 24, 25 or something by the time you consider hopping on. At that point too, you're going to be more mature. You're going to know more. And if you are going to like go down the steroid route, yeah, absolutely. Only start with test. There's no reason to have any other drugs in your protocol. Just start with test. It's just fucking stupid to add in other drugs. So, and like I'd say the biggest mistake everybody makes when they first hop on gear is they listen to some fucking idiot on an online forum saying like, you know, beginner dose is like 500 tests. If you just blast 500 tests a week when you first start, you're going to get side effects like fucking crazy. You're going to get the acne. You're going to develop gyno. You're going to feel like shit. Your blood pressure is going to go through the fucking roof. Your body has to get used to exogenous hormones. Like there's a transition that needs to be made. So I'd say for your average person, you probably want to start off on 20 milligrams test per day, which is what, about 140 or 150 per week. And do that for at least a couple months. See how you feel. You know, if you're making progress, you feel better, like if you're building muscle on that, just stay on that dose. You know, like there's no reason to increase if you're gaining muscle really quickly. And then like once your body is used to it, you're not getting any side effects, your blood pressure's under control, all that shit, then you can consider upping the dose, like go to 30 or 40. And then like if you're making good progress and you're managing side effects fine, then you can maybe try upping the dose again. And then when you start seeing some side effects like high blood pressure and stuff, maybe you either want to drop the dose, but if you still feel good otherwise, like maybe add in an ancillary like telmisartan, angiotensin receptor blocker for the blood pressure. And like just run a small amount of gear, you know, just to start off with, and don't go fucking crazy. Like people think that the more steroids they take, the more gains they'll make. What ends up happening is they just get more side effects. And if anything, they might make less progress because they feel like shit. You have to be healthy and be energetic and vibrant in order to make gains. So if you feel like shit, you're sluggish, you can't get through workouts well, you're not going to recover as well from training either, you're going to make less progress. So just go easy on the fucking gear. You have to wait for your muscle mass to like grow and mature until you can handle a higher androgen load. Dodo, don't need $2 watch now.
Jeez. This was one of the worst neighborhoods in America. Then came the mosques.
Tons beautiful old Catholic churches and their mosques now.
I'm not scared to come outside with my kid no more. It's more Indians and Arabians, Pakistanis.
This entire street was almost all abandoned houses, but now it's owned by all Muslim families.
East Buffalo was gutted by the closure of steel factories. The local Polish population left, and the area became a violent, largely vacant wasteland.
And it was a good old Polish neighborhood. You ain't gonna see me going to Iraq to open up a store. Much as I hate them, so give them credit.
Today, money's coming in. Kids are playing outside, and churches are becoming mosques. We set out to understand how Islam is transforming Buffalo's hoods.
I definitely got to show you something in the mosque. And it's the stained glass, and to my mind, reveals homosexuality. You know what a fairy is when in homosexuality?
The fuck? We had no idea about the story, but stumbled upon it while driving through the area, Buffalo's most notorious.
Wow, we've got some people, Pakistani people or something. Oh, there's a massive Muslim population here because the land is cheap. And speaking as a generality, they don't believe in usury. You know, like there's no loans taking out or interest. It's a sin. They'll buy up massive swaths of like $5,000 or $4,000 plots that are empty, that don't have anything built on them, or they'll buy up like the crack houses that are dilapidated and they'll fix them up.
We circled back to explore more and realized that thousands of immigrants had moved into the area. Many had come from abroad, others had relocated from New York City.
Mali, originally.
Mali.
Mali, West Africa.
All right.
I like Buffalo, that's why I came. New York, I am a lot of headache, you know. That's why I came here.
Are you from Pakistan?
I'm from Pakistan.
Pakistan. How long in Buffalo?
Huh?
How many years in Buffalo?
About 9 years.
Morning.
5 times a day. 5 times. I used to live everywhere, you know, I'm 38 years here. Okay, which part of you live here?
New York City.
Where in New York City?
Brooklyn.
Where in Brooklyn?
Bushwick.
Oh, Bushwick. But a lot of black people there, eh?
The most visible impact has been on the churches. Left abandoned, they were bought and converted into mosques.
Buffalo Bazaar. Buffalo Bazaar. Every corner store on the east side it's Muslim owned. And like you'll see a lot of this. So there's a lot of,
oh wow, it's a mosque.
yeah. So there's tons beautiful old Catholic churches, and
Because it's better than gangs and shit, but yeah, it's still not great. Whatever. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
So ideally you try to work towards that. But, you know, to be honest, I mean, a guy, you know, people come up to me all the time and, you know, people say, what is the secret? You know, what can I take? And truly, I mean, testosterone is the number one. That's going to help.
You think so?
Yeah, and a lot of stuff's derivative of that. So ideally, like you can get big, you can get ripped taking testosterone, but if you got to work around like the nutrition, the training, the cardio, all that stuff, it's not really the combination which makes someone better. Yes, people are hyper responders, but it doesn't come down to the compound, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you try to stay as basic as you can and build your way up. And that's kind of, when you get to the Olympia level, obviously we've done different protocols and said, okay, this is the best combination for my body versus others. Now today you have a lot of different things, like even talking about Trenbolone. I mean, we had something called Parabolone, which is still basically,
it is Tren.
Tren Hex. Yeah, it's Tren Hex. It's a little different. It's a little base, and the base is different.
It's
Whatever.
Tren for humans and not cows.
Well,
but it only came from one country in the world.
yeah, and it was a very low dose in
76 milligrams.
Yeah, 76 milligrams. It came in an ampule. You know, that's the difference between it's a difference between today and yesterday. Is like we had a lot of things in like 1 cc ampules where you don't see that now because a lot of stuff's on prescription. To be honest,
I've never seen that in my life.
Some dude was telling me how they had like the Tren bangers.
The cow,
from the cow.
pill.
Well, it's pellets. It's phenol tablets. Yeah, and they would inject them into the cow.
They would.
I mean,
with oil.
yes, because they grind them down, and then that's how Tren is basically.
That's still how they make it.
Yeah,
it's from Phenoplex.
Yeah. Okay.
So, to finish your question, I mean, at that level, it's just kind of everyone has a certain protocol. And listen, there's guys that, I mean, Ronnie Coleman competed naturally as first Mr. Olympia, and whether or not people want to believe it, and we came on and off things. I know people still ridicule me for, there's no way. And yes, if I took a 3-month break after training for Olympia, everything's going to be in my system. I don't say that I'm a natural.
Yeah.
You know, a guy stops, like you guys stop a cycle, and the next week you're telling people, well, I'm natural now. That's not really true.
Still, because like, for example, like DECA is still in your system
for a long time.
2 months. Yeah.
So, you know, there's
2 months, bro.
Yeah, that's why a lot of the guys get busted for drug tests with it, you know?
Traces 18 months.
And Winstrol's the same, believe it or not, because it's crystallized. So when you do that injection, it still sifts the little particles in the body, right? So it takes
drug time. Victor Conte said it's not drug testing, it's IQ testing. Oh, the people that get around it know what to do and what not to do.
We don't just fight insurance companies, we train for it. If you want.
All right, I gotta get ready for Call of Duty. Gonna do a big long Call of Duty session with a buddy of mine. Gotta download some NVIDIA drivers, I think. But I hope you all had fun. I think tomorrow we'll probably play some COD matches and maybe fuck around with the early access for Seta Corsa Rally. And, you know, just the usual, you know, react to stuff, play some games. But hope you all had fun. Big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Really appreciate it. I think we'll react to more of this tomorrow, too. Seems funny. But thanks again, everybody. And I will see you all tomorrow. Sweet dreams.